he got closer to Mizuki as sort of like a father-daughter thing. But unfortunately, that did lead to You have a boyfriend.
Excuse me?
It's about Shoma.
No! Why did you say it? Why did you say it out loud? No!
I thought you and him are kind of a nice match.
Oh no! Why did you? You're making things worse, Ryuki.
If you don't have a boyfriend,
No!
why don't you and Shoma?
Ryuki, what are you doing? Ooh, I found an eyeball.
Is that Shoma from earlier?
Oh, that's scary. Become Anakin, no! Don't encourage him! No! Or me become Anakin, no! Don't do that, Ryuki! What? Oh, that was an ending. What? You wanna come up here, say hello? Come here, come on. Yay! Ah, no! Oh, hi. Hi, you sweetie. Say hi. Say hi to the stream. Don't think about doing anything stupid, bud. I know gun fu. Apparently. No, Shoma, please, Shoma. Shoma, maybe you should leave the room for now. Shoma, please do not look under the sheet. Do not look under the sheet.
No.
Name, huh? Something easy to remember would be good, right? How about Kagami? That's an easy nickname to remember.
No, you're just messing with him.
Kizuna.
Kizuna. Wait, who's? Hold on a sec. Hold on. Who's Kizuna? Please don't tell me what I think you're gonna tell me.
She's gone missing.
Oh no. Hello, Internet. Welcome back to another stream of AI the Somnium files. And well, I'm a little scared because as you've noticed in the intro, which I didn't think I'd make a different intro for this one, but well, I had the extra day after not streaming yesterday, so I kind of just put it together earlier today. But yeah, Kizuna's gone missing, and I'm worried that either Kizuna or Amame are gonna be the next victim. Specifically Amame because well, there seems to be a bit of a pattern here with the victims. It's always, I think it's a little, that should be fine. It's always, almost always, the person we synced with last that ends up being the victim. Because well, first it started with Jin Furue, which he was the first victim, but then we synced with Chikara, and he was the next victim. And then we synced with Tokiko, she was the next victim. And then, well, at least during down one timeline, it was, during the main timeline, it's Kameji, but for some reason we were able to stop him from being the next victim in the good timeline for him, so I don't know. That seems to be the big connection between the victims. Other than that, the only real connection I can think of the victims is, well, Ryuki met them and talked to them each quite a bit, and they're all a bit older. Actually, hold on. How old? I think they're all like past 40 years old, I think. Before they were killed, Jin... No, actually Jin was pretty young. He was 29, so... But, let's see. I know Chikara was really old. What about Tokiko? Actually, where is Tokiko? Oh, here she is. 53. She does not look 53 to me. Okay. And Kameji is 46. So I don't know. It's a bit of a stretch to consider the ages have something to do with it. I don't know. It seems the only real connection they all have is that they were the last person Ryuki synced with. So it makes me really worried for Amame. I really don't know.
I won't let that tragedy happen again. No matter what.
What? There was a tragedy relating to a broken clock?
We need to make sure Kizuna has a Merry Christmas.
That's 10 months from now.
Yeah, it's, I mean, of course we want to save her, of course. That's basically what she means, but...
A mask.
What? Yeah.
That's where Kizuna is.
Oh? Where?
Somewhere around here.
Uh-huh. No, I'm not clicking on you. I'm clicking on the thing behind you.
Ryuki, someone on this poster knows something. Bring them all in here for questioning.
You just want to meet them, don't you?
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I don't know.
What would you do if Kizuna's found at a bathhouse? Ryuki, do you have the confidence to stroll right on in?
No.
Yeah, happily. For the job, of course.
Ryugi, sometimes you have no filter.
That didn't really fit his personality. That was weird.
Maybe Kizuna is bait.
Terror is trying to bait us.
I mean, that's certainly possible. I feel like that's what he was doing with Shoma in the other timeline.
Ryuki, let me give you some advice.
Yeah?
Those who sell water are up to no good.
What?
What kind of advice is that?
That's interesting. There's so much to examine in this place.
We'll have to pull the rug out from under them.
Look under every rug to find Kizuna.
Including that one? Okay, that's probably enough. Anything on
If
Kizuna?
I knew, I would have told you already. Needless to say, Kizuna's phone isn't any help.
Yeah.
We asked her friends too, but none of them know where she is.
So what happened? She was with Iris the whole time, so...
Kizuna
video.
disappeared after watching the video, right?
What?
I've heard the stories about people going missing after watching some video.
What?
It could mean that she's with the other people that disappeared.
Rumors say that the missing people are being rounded up in one location. And they're all getting murdered.
So, the most recent video, right?
I think it's safe to say that the QR video has to do with our terror. After all, the QR video that linked there was found on Jin's body. That connects terror to the disappearances.
Meaning, if we find where Kizuna and the others disappeared to, we might be able to find Terror as well.
Okay, so Kizuna saw... Well, how do we know that Kizuna disappearing is connected to seeing the video? Did she just see it recently? How do we know that? Any information on the HBK?
Sorry, but I really don't have anything useful for you.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
None of this is adding up.
Yeah.
We want to discover Terror's identity, how they chose their victims, why they cut them in half.
Yeah.
What is going on inside the head of a serial killer like that? I'd have a better chance of guessing what's going on inside the head of a teenager.
Are you talking about your daughter?
Yeah, she didn't come home last night. I was able to get a hold of her, so I know she's safe.
Boss, can you just tell us... Show us a picture or something? Tell us who is your daughter.
But she worries me. She doesn't even seem to realize it.
There's so many unknowns here. I don't know anything really about Amame's family except for what she told me. So it may be Amame. Although I thought Amame was like Tokiko's daughter or something. And then I don't know.
Maybe she got that from you.
No, that can't be it. Because she's
not your...
adopted.
I had a feeling. We're not gonna go into that. That's it? Okay.
Well, it was Ricci who first reported her missing.
Ricci?
It was late and Kizuna wasn't home yet, so he called the police.
Who's Ricci? It's hard to keep track of all these names. Ricci? Ricci. Ricci. Oh, Ricci! Oh. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. He's the dad, of course. Okay.
He thought she might have been kidnapped for ransom,
That's always a possibility.
but that doesn't seem to be the case.
Yeah.
So far, it doesn't look like the culprit has tried to contact the family at all. In any case, you have one goal. Find Kizuna, no matter what.
Yeah.
Finding her should be a breakthrough in the HB case.
Right, but where do we even look?
We need to turn over every stone.
Ryuki, Tama, good luck.
Roger that.
Let's go.
Oh, hold on. Do you have something to say? Is it comfortable there?
Not bad. Though you are sweating a little.
Because you're radiating heat.
Eh.
Well, because.
Stupid.
You're stupid. The person who says you're stupid is stupid. The person who says you're stupid is stupid is stupid.
Ryuki, are you doing okay? Like, mentally?
You're the one who got him like this.
Me? What did I do?
Yeah. Okay, how are you?
It's all right now, because I am here.
Yeah, always with the All Might
Half
jokes.
for all, full-time something.
Oh, he doesn't even have the energy for it, for the whole thing. You look tired.
There's something important to me. It's something I love. It's dear, and it's irreplaceable.
Huh?
And I need to protect it, no matter what. So I can't be saying I'm tired or I don't have the energy.
What are you talking about?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's weird. How are you doing?
Same old, same old. Why do you ask?
No, it's just...
You okay, Ryuki? Your eyes are bloodshot. You need to get some sleep?
That's because you've been staring at Boss's chest too long.
No! I was just looking at you, Tama. I wasn't thinking about how wonderful it would be to put my face in Boss's cleavage at all.
Why? I guess it must be because he's just getting so tired that it's just trying to come out, I guess. He has his filter is just shutting down.
Very convincing.
That's probably what it is. I wish I was you, Tama. Okay, yeah, he's really tired. Oh dear. Wow. Well, that's new. I have a lot of places to go to. Okay, well, let's think. Where would the most likely place to go be? So, the Harbor Warehouse District, possibly, because that's where Shoma was taken. Let's see. I'm thinking the most likely location would be the Nye's Japan branch, the location underneath it. But there's also the possibility of the Institute of Genetics. Well, they're searching that place, but we also need to look into the hidden room, so let's go there, I guess. Yeah. Let's go there first. Oh, they're probably not gonna let us look, huh? Hey.
Hello. Are you a researcher here? I'm Kuruto Ryuki, from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Right, you were here 4 days ago. I remember.
I wanted to ask you some questions.
By the way, I'm not sure if I mentioned, I've been watching Nico B play this game. Of course, he's nowhere near as far as I am, so no spoilers for me. But I'm surprised he didn't react to the spacesuits, because they look exactly like the ones from Zero Escape. I would have sworn that he would react to them or something. You know, Kizuna Chieda.
Yes, I know her.
You do?
She's the daughter of Riichi Chieda, a big stakeholder in this facility.
Right.
What about her? That's awful.
Do you happen to know where she is?
I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know her personally or anything.
Just to be sure, I talked to the other researchers, but they all said the same thing. There was no new info. Okay, you're still working after your boss?
Schedule management is really tough. But outside of some dire circumstance, we can't stop our research.
Other than your boss dying. What?
Isn't Mr. Horadori getting killed a dire
I would
circumstance?
think so.
Well, no, not to our investors.
That's kinda sick, but okay.
They're the ones paying for all this research.
Okay. Information regarding
I already
Chikara.
told the other detectives, but we don't have any information that could help the investigation. Well, I doubt this is relevant, but rumors were going around about the director being a bit of a pervert.
A pervert?
Didn't he seem that way to you?
Well, that did kind of come up.
He was a very suspicious character.
He is, yeah.
I agree, 100%.
Winkson.
Momoka, it's okay. I'll clean up the keyboard.
Momoka.
What?
You don't have to think about that. It's irrelevant.
Yeah, maybe he's just cleaning up for a fellow employee he has a crush on or something. Okay, hidden
Do you
room.
know of any hidden rooms in this building?
Hidden rooms? What do you mean?
Maybe a secret room that no one knows about.
That's quite the paradox.
I mean, yeah, how would he know about it?
How
so-
could I tell you about a room no one knows about? And if it's a secret, I wouldn't be able to simply tell you, would I?
Yeah. I used X-ray mode to look around. There was no secret rooms or passageways that could lead to a hidden room. Not in
Ryuki,
here.
let's hold off on the hidden room.
But
Yeah.
if Kizuna was in there,
True, we can't say for sure that she isn't there, but we're taking a lot of time looking for some hidden room that might not even exist.
Yeah.
We should focus our attention somewhere else. At least
Oh, sorry.
we should focus our attention somewhere else. At least for now.
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm thinking the harbor warehouse next. Lien? What are you doing here?
Lien, do you know that Kizuna's gone missing?
Of course I do.
Yeah, I would think you'd know.
I was with her right before she vanished.
Okay, then can you tell me some stuff about what happened? Yeah. Why are you
I
here?
came here with Kizzy once.
But you've only known each other, like, for how long? What day is it? It's been like 4 days, right?
So I thought,
About Kizuna's
I left the store with Kizzy just past 9.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to take her home, but she told me she'd just take a taxi.
Uh-huh.
And a couple hours later, around 11, I got a call from Kizzy's dad, Mr. Chieda.
How did he get in contact with you?
Kizuna isn't back yet. Is she with you?
Just, what? Have you started getting cozy with them all of a sudden?
When I heard that, my stomach dropped. My mind went blank. My head was spinning. I told him we split up earlier that night and hung up.
Just hung up? That's gonna make you look suspicious, dude.
And that's when I started looking for her. I also asked 2 people to help me look. One is my good friend Date.
Oh.
The other is a former coworker, Quartz. I told them the situation. Kizzy is missing. Please, help me find her.
Well, at least you seem to care. Anything regarding Kizuna?
I went everywhere I could think of. I've been looking everywhere. I can't sleep. But
Wink sync.
Kizzy! Kizzy! Where did you go? If only I'd walked her back home.
I mean, he's annoying. He's like a bit like almost creepy levels older than Kizuna at this point. He started really like simping for her the moment they met, basically. And he won't take no for an answer. But he's a nice guy, so I hereby retract my title. Don't kill Lien instead. Don't kill either of them, please. I don't really want them to get together in the end, but he's a nice guy. He doesn't deserve death. Neither of them do. Did you watch the video with Kizuna?
Yeah. We watched some trending videos on ViewCube. And there was this one video related to the HB case. I told them we shouldn't watch it. But girls in high school have minds of their own, you know? Damn it. Where did you go, Kizzy? Anyway, I'm not giving up. I'm gonna find her, even if it costs me my life.
Well, take care, dude. Be careful.
You guys don't give up either.
Yeah. You guys. Well, I guess
We should
it's
go.
with the police.
I don't think there are any hints here.
Yeah, you're right.
I was mostly thinking that she might have been kept here, but okay, the Nye's branch. I don't know if we'll be able to get into the...
No one here.
Looks like it.
Interesting.
Ryuki, why did we come here?
Kizuna's disappearance is related to the video. That video was based on Bats 490, created by Nyes.
Yeah.
So I thought we might find a hint here.
Oh, you again.
Look,
It's Tokiko's hologram.
but why did it suddenly appear?
It must play automatically when it detects a visitor.
Welcome. I apologize, but I am currently unavailable.
Yeah, and unless you restore yourself, you're gonna be unavailable for all time.
In my absence, would you like to hear me speak about one of these 3 themes? Chakra, Mandela effect, birthday.
Birthday.
Please select one. Upon selection, I will elucidate the theme.
I don't know. They're probably gonna be pretty long. Birthday.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday.
Oh, this is creepy.
to me. Happy.
Why did she start singing?
Oh, right. It's Tokiko's birthday today.
Oh, wow.
Still.
Well, that's kind of sad. Mandela effect.
This will be a lengthy explanation, if that is quite all right with you.
I already know about the Mandela effect. I don't need to... Chakra.
Chakra is a concept from Hinduism and esoteric Buddhism. They are points in the body where energy flows in and out. But the energy we are most concerned with is information energy. In other words, data itself. Imagine the concept thusly.
Hey, Fluffy. Doing fine, you?
Our bodies, which are mere images, input and output data in the form of chakra.
Just streaming more AI the Somnium files. But I do so since... Oh, I did kind of forget to mention that I will more than likely be going on a trip starting the 13th to the 19th, so it'll be a while before I stream again. I might set up like schedules for clips to upload after and during the time I'm gone, but otherwise I won't be streaming, so...
There are 7 chakras along the center of the body. Counting from the bottom, the first is located at the base of the spine, or perineum. The second, the sacral chakra, is just below the belly button. The third is located on the solar plexus. The fourth in the center of the chest. 5, 6, and 7 are on the throat, between the brows, and on top of the head, respectively.
Well, I hope things get better for you, buddy.
Imagine a hypothetical situation in which a body is bisected down the middle. What will happen to the chakras?
There's so many different themes having to do with bodies being split in half that's almost don't seem to have anything to do with the actual killings.
Chakras are points. By definition, a point cannot be reduced further. It cannot be severed from itself. So the chakras will remain, tethered between the left and right sides of the body, like a string.
Yeah.
A very strong string that cannot be cut, no matter how far apart the two sides drift.
Okay, well that's... I think we're done, yeah. I already know about the Mandela effect, so... But yeah, currently still searching for Kizuna, since last time Kizuna's been missing. Ah!
Allow me to tell you something important. Though you may already know. Kizuna has been taken by terror.
What just happened? That gave me a heart attack. What? She was... What?
Ryuki, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I just got a little dizzy. Anyway, we need to find Kizuna.
Okay, she was way too close, and... Okay, so she's not actually back. That was just some sort of vision, but still, that scared me. That was terrifying. Oh no, are we gonna have moments like that over and over again? I get the feeling that's gonna happen when I go to specific locations. Okay, I'm thinking Studio Devita. Oh, and then I spooked.
The police are still investigating.
I spooked Twinkie. Sorry, sweetie. Oh, or Raven. I might have spooked both of them. I don't know.
Komeji's body was found 2 days ago.
Uh-huh.
It hasn't been that long.
It's been 2 days since he's... Man. Is it the 15th yet? Something specific's gonna happen on the 15th, right? Any new intel?
Unfortunately, there's no new info.
Mm-hmm. Anything regarding Kizuna? Look, I can produce.
Have you seen this girl?
Nah, I haven't. Sorry, I can't be more help.
Who's the culprit?
If I knew that, this would be easy.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna save. I always like to do the wink sync because it's always interesting. Wink sync?
My job is to protect the peace and provide safety for the people, which is why I train hard every day.
Oh, well, that's nice. Well, I'm gonna have to reload. If we have another Tokiko moment, but with like Kameji or Jin, well, probably not gonna have Jin, but with Kameji and Chikara, oh, that's going to spook me. Oh no. Hey, Kagami. What's your name?
You're really annoying, Ryuki.
I'm sorry.
Don't you think people are getting bored of this?
I'm not. I'm the one playing, so.
Yo, my name is Kagami. Nice to meet you.
Kagami, 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 Kagami.
Is it like it was my neighbor Totoro Totoro.
Kagami, 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 Kagami.
You didn't finish the last bit. Okay. I already know his name. What's his name?
Hey, social distancing! It's Kagami!
Any new intel?
Isn't there anything that connects to the culprit?
I don't know. Anything regarding Kizuna? Look at this.
It's this girl.
I haven't seen her.
I see.
I really hope she doesn't become the next victim. Oh, I would hate that. I forgot to save. Oh well.
My name is Kagami. Should I slow it down a little?
That sounds like a Finding Nemo reference. Oh man, I love Kagami. He's so funny. All right, I probably don't need to talk to him anyway, so it's probably fine if I just reload from there. Do it in whale speech. Now, I did have a small thought about the possibility that maybe the detective is Terror. I have no reason to think that, but it is strange. This is a new character, and I don't know, he's only involved during these crime scenes and nothing else. At least so far, so... Any new intel?
So many questions. Why was Komeiji killed?
No.
What is Terra thinking?
Well, it probably has something to do with the fact that Komeiji had something of Terror's, so... Terror's AI.
How would we know?
I don't know.
But I'm sure that Nai's ideology has to do with the HB case. I'm a veteran detective. My instincts are usually right about stuff like this.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's some connection there too.
Snaky, snaky, sneaky, snaky.
What?
What was that?
I have no idea.
Could be anything. Like, well, that might be like, you know, Metal Gear Snake, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I heard. The daughter of Riichi Chieda has been kidnapped.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's a kidnapping.
Yeah, she just was missing.
Either way, I can't help you with that. I don't know her and I don't know her whereabouts. Sorry. You should try somewhere else.
Or anything... I don't know. Wait, oh, well, the map icon's not up, so what now? Oh, do I need to talk to Kagami? Anything regarding...
Kizuna?
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
I see.
Okay, there we go. Okay, that works.
No leads.
Ryuki, you can't let it get to you. Kizuna is out there somewhere, and she needs our help.
Yeah, you're right. We have to find her.
Well, I have no idea where else in here, so I guess I'll just go in order. Still a lot of places to go to, though. Thankfully, the loading time's pretty quick. Oh, hey, Date? And Mizuki, hey!
Mr. Date?
Ryuki.
Ah, looks like Aiba's back.
Hey, why are you looking at each other like that? Wait, are you two...
Don't get the wrong idea.
Well,
What?
Don't get the wrong idea.
Yeah, what?
Ryuki and I just have a very intimate relationship.
That's giving the wrong idea, dude.
So it is like that!
No, it's not.
No, I don't mean sexually. I mean physically.
That's the same, well, not quite the same thing, but...
That's like the same thing.
It's close enough that most people would think it's the same thing.
Well, not exactly the same.
Yeah. Doesn't mean the same thing. Why are you here?
You're here to steal the offering money, aren't you?
No.
Yep. Just gotta get some fishing line and gum.
Oh,
and,
you might.
Of course I'm not.
Yeah, don't think so. You have an eyeball in your left eye.
So Aiba's back in action.
Yeah, she just came back. Oh, I miss you, Date. I need you, Date. You should have heard her.
Oh.
Ow, watch it!
Looks like you guys are the same as ever.
I'm happy Iva's back too.
Save first. What's your wing sync like?
You need to find Kizuna. You can worry about terror later.
Okay, interesting. That kind of sounded like he was either talking to me or to himself. Maybe, did he know that I was gonna wink sync, so he thought that on purpose as a message?
Will you look for...
I mean, yeah, I'm more worried about her right now, so... Wink sync?
Where did you go, Kizzy? I hope you're okay.
Yeah. I had a feeling that would be the case, and, you know, just in case, because I don't know, it's possible that something we talk about can change their wink sync. Or, I suppose it's possible that, they make it so that that doesn't happen, that you can't wink sync with them until you access specific dialogue that it needs, or something.
Now, where's this coming from? I can't say anything yet.
Wait, you know who Terror is?
I'll tell you once I can confirm it.
You have an idea who it could be?
But there's something you need to do first.
Right, yeah, I know. Find Kizuna.
You're looking for the girl, right?
Yeah, of course.
Same here. We've been searching since last night, but...
I don't think she's around here.
Yeah.
Where are you with
Good
Date?
question. Are you stalking me?
Hell no, brat. I was looking for Kizuna and ran into you.
Oh. What does Mr. Date think of me?
Can I have a moment?
Ah. Huh? Well, she might know, but I doubt it.
Well, I was wondering if you knew what Mr. Date thinks of me.
What he thinks of you?
Don't get the wrong idea.
Yeah. Has he said anything about me?
Well, he did say you're reliable and a valuable part of the team.
Oh, that's nice.
I see.
Is now the best time to be asking me this? Shouldn't you be more focused on...
I know. Sorry.
I know. I'm just going through all the options here. About Kizuna.
Yeah, I know she went missing. I got a call late last night from Kizzy's dad. He said she wasn't home and asked if I knew where she was.
Wow, he's calling everybody.
So I've been looking for her.
How does he have everybody's phone number? We just met Mizuki.
No point staying here any longer.
Yeah. Let's split up and keep searching.
Ryuki, when you find Kizuna, let me know.
Of course.
Understood.
Good. Let's go.
I just hope we don't find her in half.
Now, Ryuki, we should...
On it.
Okay, Sekiba High. Right, it's February 15th. We looked for Kizuna, we searched all over the campus, we asked all the students we saw, but there was no trace of her.
This is where Chikara's right half was.
Yeah.
This location is related to the HB case, so there might be some clues. That's what I was thinking anyway. But...
there's nothing here. Too bad. Let's go somewhere else.
I have a feeling all of these locations are dummy locations, and then we're like gonna get a call or something right after visiting every single one. Oh, it's a receptionist again. Anyone else here? I doubt
Kizuna.
it.
I guess she wouldn't have come here.
Yeah, I guess we don't know. Is she a member of Limitiate? I don't think she is.
Oh, it's a hottie.
Oh, hey.
A hottie? Wow.
Calm down. Anything regarding... Oh, no, not that again. No.
Excuse me. I'm looking for a girl named Kizuna Chieda.
Kizuna?
It's this girl. Have you seen her?
No, I haven't.
Darn.
Yeah, just...
Shame we didn't get anything useful here. Ryuki.
I know. Let's go somewhere else.
Okay, it's gonna take a while before we actually get to any, like, big stuff happening, man. I'll just... Oh. What? Hello? Why is the masked girl here with you?
Please, tell me what's going on.
Yeah, what?
Do you know this woman?
She was collapsed in a nearby park. She seemed completely out of it.
Oh, dear.
I wanted to call her an ambulance, but she refused. She wouldn't even let me take her to a hospital. So I brought her here.
Why are we at the park?
I need to find her.
Kizuna?
What?
Where is the execution chamber?
The execution...
Execution chamber?
What is she talking about? Wait, could she be... No, there's no way.
Could she be what, Tama? Are you okay?
There's no response. It's just the corpse.
No, she's not. Her heart rate is normal.
What's happening? Okay, I'm gonna save. But I'm going to examine your wink sync first.
Are you okay? I'll call an ambulance.
Stop. Don't.
But...
No hospital. Please.
Okay. Fine. I live nearby. Let me take you there.
Yeah, I wonder... She never said anything about how she got the mask on her.
If only I'd...
It was, like, glued on with, like, stuff made by NASA. So, is it possible that this is the big sis that Kizuna grew up with?
Where did he go? Damn. Not like this.
Where did he go? Who's he?
Hold on a second. Can't you see she's sick?
Yeah, something's
Psych.
wrong.
There's a throwback. Ryuki, how old are you?
What was she doing in
I'm
the
not
park?
sure. I just happened to be walking by.
Why was she collapsed?
She said it was her chronic illness acting up.
A chronic illness?
She was born with a weak heart.
Oh.
And she mentioned something else. She said something about coming into contact with strong electricity, and that made her symptoms worse. I have no idea what she meant. She was mumbling to herself.
Where's Iris?
She hasn't come back since last night. She said she was going to look for a friend.
Yeah, Kizuna.
I'm guessing it was Kizuna?
Yes, probably. Is that why you're here?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I have no idea where she could be.
I see.
Iris drew that when she was a child.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, she knew.
After coming here, she injected herself with some kind of medicine she had. It seemed to have helped a little. She asked if she could rest here a bit. That's the last thing she said before she fell asleep.
She slept with her mask on.
Well, she can't take it off, but you wouldn't remember.
I tried taking it off, but it wouldn't budge.
Don't.
It
yeah.
seems like it's glued on.
Yeah.
Ryuki, now's not the time to be heading on a cougar.
Oh, calm down.
Right. We need to find Kizuna. Wait, I didn't hit on her.
Let's get going.
Okay, well, that was not unexpected. How you doing? Okay, Shoma's not here.
No one here.
Yeah.
Anyway, no point in staying here.
Yeah, it's a little worrisome, though.
Let's get a move on.
There could be any number of reasons why Shoma's missing. Matsushita Diner. I'd assume Oda's probably out looking too.
Looks like no one is here.
Didn't you see the sign out front?
What sign?
Closed for the day?
I guess that means Ota is out.
Probably.
Where did he go?
I have no idea.
Out to look for Kizuna, probably. That
Either
makes
way,
sense.
we can't be wasting time here.
Right. We need to find Kizuna.
Oh, first, will we get any reaction?
Meow.
Oh, yay. Okay, Sunfish Pocket. Oh, Amame?
Oh, Ota. There you are. Have you heard?
Well, is that Amame or no? Where is Amame at this point?
About Kizuna, right?
Yeah.
I've been looking for her since last night. All I can see is blood.
Oh dear.
You mean your eyes are bloodshot?
Yes, that's what I meant. But I couldn't find Kizuna anywhere.
Yeah. But is that just someone who looks like Amame?
Could Kizuna be in there?
Nope.
Okay. Any leads?
I talked to all the mermaids. I asked them if they knew where Kizzy went, but I didn't get any answers. None of them knew.
Why are you here?
I thought that Mame might know where Kizzy is.
So Mame is here?
I tried calling and messaging her on Nile, but I couldn't get a hold of her.
Oh yeah, no, maybe she's still in police custody for her protection.
So I came here. I thought I could find her here.
No.
Doesn't look like she is, though.
Nope.
Shouldn't we know where she is? I would think so.
Anyway, I'm gonna get out there and keep looking.
Wait, I'm not done talking.
What about your food?
Ryuki, do you think that little of me? I put my friends above everything else.
Ah, good on you, Ota.
I can't be wasting time sitting around eating omelet rice.
But you were just eating a second ago.
Well, he was probably taking a break, it's fine, and he needed some fuel, but he...
Anyway, gotta get going. Ryuki, good luck with your search.
Good luck to you too, buddy. Okay, well...
There he goes.
Who cares?
Well, oh come on.
Anyway, we should go too.
Yeah.
Okay, Iowan Garden. Oh, there's Richie.
Oh, Kizuna.
I know.
Where have you gone?
I know. Oh, if Kizuna ends up dying, this is gonna be heartbreaking. You have any idea
If
where
I
she
did,
might
I
be?
would have told you already.
All
Don't
right.
be dense.
Fair enough, fair enough. I'm gonna wink sync with you real quick.
Oh, Kizuna. Please come back safe. I'll do anything for you to come home safely. I'll pay anything. Please, bring her back in one piece.
Yeah, like I thought, he's such a kind man. He seems kind of mean on the outside, but yeah, he's not in good shape. But Kizuna's weakness.
The curfew at her
mean
house is
spirits.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
If she has permission, she's allowed to stay out till 9 p.m. That was the case yesterday. She told me she was going to eat dinner with a friend and that she'd be back by 9. But by 10 p.m., she still hadn't returned. I was worried, so I called her again and again. I heard the line ringing, but No answer. After another hour or so, I had an awful feeling. I decided to call all of Kizuna's friends.
How did you know their contact info?
Kizuna's address book was on the family's shared cloud.
Oh.
Anyway, I called and asked where Kizuna was, but none of them knew. And the friend she was eating dinner with said the last time he saw her was 9. There has to be something going on. That's why I called the police.
Well, I highly doubt Lien has anything to do with this, so...
You're Ryuki, right? Of the Metro Police?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then please, my daughter. Find my daughter no matter what.
We have it under control. Please calm down. I'll find her. I promise you.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, this is really giving me a pit in my stomach. I'm not liking this. Come to our office.
What? Kizzy's gone missing?
You did? Okay, you're just finding this out? Okay. Yeah.
You know Kizuna?
Of course I do. She's the best friend of my future wife.
Okay. Really?
Future wife?
Does he mean Iris? That's pretty delusional.
I get you that you're a pretty big simp for her, but please don't.
Anyway, this is a huge deal.
Yes.
We should get the group together and look for her.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got this.
I hacked into it. Looks like he's been buying 44 mags.
That could be trouble.
Why? He's just buying 44 lifestyle and entertainment magazines.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's what she meant.
Why would you say it that way?
Because I'm bored. I've done this like 1,000 times already.
Can't take you anywhere.
Hey Ryuki, what would you call a kotatsu made out of extra hardened wood?
Do they even make something like that?
I'm saying if they did.
Well, a hardwood kotatsu?
Slower.
Hardwood?
One more time.
Really?
Hardwood.
Okay, that's enough. Brahmin.
What? Kizuna's missing?
Yeah.
You didn't get a call?
No, nobody told me. Kizuna, why?
No idea. Explain the circumstances.
I understand. I'll help too. I'll look for Kizuna too.
What about your place?
I can't be worrying about that now. Amame's best friend is missing. I need to find her no matter what it takes.
Oh, you're such a good guy, Jim.
I'm gonna get going.
Or again, however you say it.
There he goes. The restaurant is empty. Is it okay to just leave it like this?
I checked the register with X-Ray. There's barely any cash in there.
Oh.
Electronic payment is the way to go nowadays.
Oh, okay, well, okay.
Is that right?
Anyway, we should...
Get going. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess I only have Marble left to go to, so... And isn't that next door? I don't have to drive. Oh, I'm not going to Marble then? Afterward, we continue our search for Kizuna, but we couldn't find her. No, not even a clue.
Ryuki, what are you thinking about?
About Kizuna, of course.
Liar. You're thinking about something else.
I mean, I'm worried about Amame too. I still think she should be in, like, police custody for her own safety.
It's almost like you can read my mind.
No, that function was deleted about a month ago.
Oh.
Something about protecting the privacy of thinkers.
Yikes.
So, as of now, I can't read your mind. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what's causing you pain. The one thing I do know is that you're taking on way too much, Ryuki.
Yeah.
There's no way you can handle all of this by yourself. And you know it, don't you? You put up a front. You pretend like you can handle it, and it doesn't bother you. You end up overexerting yourself. Why do you keep bottling it up inside? This isn't something you should take on by yourself. None of this is your fault. You did nothing wrong. It's the world that's wrong.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure I'd say the world itself.
There it is.
What?
You're too kind, Tama.
You want me to choke you?
I guess that would make things easier.
Hey, Ryuki. What are you hiding?
If I told you, you would probably hate me.
Okay, I'm confused. What are you hiding?
That's not true. I already hate you.
What do you hate about me?
You're thick-headed, you're not honest with your feelings, you're an awful liar, you can't handle my sex jokes, and you're human.
Okay.
But it's okay. Even though I hate you, no matter what, I will always.
Always care for you?
Ryuki, it's a call.
Yeah, I had a feeling we'd be getting a call.
Why, if it isn't your dearest Date?
Oh, Date, what's up?
Date?
I'm connecting him.
Hey, Ryuki. Where are you now?
I'm in the car. Metro Expressway 2. A little past the Shirogane pay station.
Perfect. That's close.
Close?
You're close to the Tsujima mansion near Azabu.
So, Tsujima?
Tsujima? The former politician guy?
Yeah, I got a tip. They said a suspicious man in an iron mask is at the Tsujima residence.
Oh?
An iron mask? Terror.
That's interesting.
I'm in the northern part of the city. It's gonna take me a while to get there. So Ryuki, can you get there first?
I have a bad feeling.
Yes, understood.
Don't do anything stupid. Hold your position until I get there.
So we just need to catch him.
Tama, the Tsujima residence, right away.
I'm on it.
A part of me kind of hopes that it's so Tsujima's right half that we find, but... or is it it's right or left half? I don't remember. Well... What?
Look, Ryuki!
Oh, is that Iris?
No way. Iris?
Are you okay? Hey.
Iris, are you okay?
Okay, I had a feeling she wasn't dead, but...
Her breathing and pulse are normal. She has a bruise on her head, but otherwise she's okay.
What happened?
Nothing life-threatening.
So, Tsujima, you...
Calm down.
Ah, another guest.
Guest?
No, I suppose that's not right. I can't call someone who barged onto my property a guest.
I'm actually kind of surprised we're talking with you, man.
Who are you?
I'm Kuruto Ryuki, Abyss Special Agent.
Abyss? That tracks. None of you seem to have any manners.
Well, you do have a bit of a history with us, yeah. So, can you explain what happened?
It's no use talking to her. She's totally gone.
She's knocked out. Okay, what is she doing here?
I haven't any idea. Perhaps she came to steal my koi. It's a nishikigoi. They can fetch a fortune.
Give me cucumber.
A kappa! Did I hear something? This is important. Okay. What did you do to Iris?
I didn't lay a finger on her. She slipped and fell.
Oh.
I'm guessing she hit her head on that stone.
So I guess you didn't see it happen, or... Where's Terror?
Terror?
The culprit of the HB case. The man with the iron mask.
I've never heard of him.
Ryuki, I x-ray scanned the whole area, but there's no one.
I don't know. I doubt it's so. It doesn't make any sense.
You should let her rest. You can leave her here. I'll have my maids take care of her.
Absolutely not. I'm not gonna leave her here.
Look, Ryuki, it's okay. She's his daughter. It's fine.
Suit yourself. And expect to be charged with breaking and entering.
Do it. I don't care.
Ryuki. I shouted over my shoulder as I carried Iris off the property. Okay. Well, I guess Iris is along for the ride now, or... Yeah. You okay?
What's wrong, Iris?
I died, right?
Oh, no, you're okay.
Huh?
Is Isn't this car a hearse?
No, it's a limousine. It's all right, Iris.
No.
It's so long, though.
It's a limousine.
Not all long cars are hearses.
Then where am I?
You're in a limousine.
Lima what?
What? But you don't know what a limousine is?
Limousine.
Like the capital of Peru?
What?
Not a limousine.
Wow, this is super cool! I've never been in a limousine before.
Limousine? You just said liva, but it says you said lima. Interesting.
And now she's full of energy.
It might have been better if she stayed asleep.
Oh. Okay, how are you doing?
The back of my head hurts a little, but I'm okay. See? I'm bouncing right back.
Yay.
Bouncy, bouncy! Olympic class metal ruler, bendy, springy, bouncy!
Okay.
Haruki, can you put her in a Romero special?
A what?
Maybe later.
That sounds like similar to German suplex or something. Okay. Why were you at the...
I told you I met Mr. Sajima a few times before, right?
Yeah.
Well, he told me, when you need help, just let me know.
Oh, so you came to him for help.
So I went to him to see if he could help me search for Kizzy.
Oh, okay.
He might not be a politician anymore, but he should still have power and influence, right?
Yeah?
He's a big player in the deep throat of the political world.
I think she means deep state.
Yeah.
I thought he could use some of that power to help us. Mr. Sajima could get a bunch of different organizations to help find Kizzy. That's what I thought anyway.
You see Terror?
Terror? HB case?
Yes, the man wearing an iron mask.
What? He was Terror?
Oh, you met someone
So
with...
you saw him?
Yeah. When I went into the garden, he was talking to Mr. Sajima. It seemed like a pretty serious conversation.
It's still possible that Sajima didn't know it was Terror specifically. I mean, it's not like we posted pictures of what he looks like, so...
I didn't want to interrupt. I hid behind some bushes and waited for the opportune moment.
Is that when you called Mr. Date?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought that if they saw me, I'd be in big trouble. I wanted him to come help me.
I already contacted Date and told him about what happened. I also told him we have Iris with us.
Got it. Did you happen to overhear what they were talking about? What So Sajima and Terror were talking about? Did you catch any of it?
Well...
Well?
I can't remember. I remember contacting Mr. Date, but nothing after that.
What?
I don't even know how I hit my head.
That's... interesting.
I checked her brainwaves. I don't think she's lying. She might have a concussion. That would cause short-term memory loss.
Okay. It's possible someone hit you in the back of the head, maybe.
No. Not when we're so close.
But it's not really like she lost her memory. She just can't remember.
You mean...
Oh, are we gonna sync with Iris? Oh, again? After the first game? Is it gonna be...
Ryuki, how many women have you...
Well...
Why would you ask of
none.
all people?
Am I the first?
Yeah, I guess you are.
Yay! Number 1!
What is this woman plotting?
I think she's just like that.
Yeah, I don't...
No, I can sense it. Careful, Ryuki. She's very calculative.
Well, if you say that, that's interesting.
I know! We should watch a movie!
Maybe another time.
Yeah, now is really not the time for that. Okay, well, wink sync, I guess. Let's see if we can pick up anything.
So, who are you, really?
Oh, okay, we might not actually sync with her, just see a wink sync. Okay, so Sajima was lying. He told him right out the gates.
Ah, the primary suspect of the half-body case. Playing these games with your victims before killing them. How lowly. Is that what you're doing here? Going to toy with me before slicing me in half?
Interesting. You're not even worth killing.
I just wanted to talk.
Hmm?
You see, I have a favor I need to ask you.
What was that?
You should be getting some guests soon.
Uh-huh.
And I want you to tell them the execution chamber is...
The execution chamber is... Okay. The execution chamber is what? No! Come on! Oh?
Who's there? Eavesdropping?
Okay, so what are you doing? Ow. Okay, so she did just fall over, but so did sort of back her into
So
a corner.
that's how Iris hit her head. And why she doesn't remember what they were talking about. What is it?
Execution chamber.
Yeah.
That's what Terra said, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Kizuna is there. No, I'm sure of it. She must be there.
Even if she is, what can we do? We won't get any more info from WinkSync.
Which is why we're going to sync with her, aren't we?
We should confront Sosajima himself.
Or not?
He has left his mansion in a car. He's heading north on the Tohoku motorway, and fast. I don't know where he's going, but it's gonna be a hassle to catch up to him.
Then we have no choice. Only one option left.
Meaning?
You know what I mean.
We're gonna have to sync with Iris.
We need to go deeper into Iris's mind.
Yeah, there we go.
Using a regular sync.
Okay, well, this won't be any different for you. Although, you'll be asleep, so it's... it doesn't really matter. This is really making me nervous.
What was Terror doing at Sajima's place?
I don't know.
So far, we have no idea. But if we find out what they were talking about... Of course, that being said, our priority is to find Kizuna.
So we need to find out where this execution chamber is, yeah?
That's right.
Ryuki, we're ready to go.
Wow, this is deja vu.
I'm sure you already know this, but the time limit inside Somnium is...
6 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, let the sinking be...
Alright, is this gonna be basically Minecraft again?
No, not there. Come out from there.
What?
What are you trying to make me do?
I'm just saying come out from there. So come out.
And I'm asking you why. What's the point?
It pumps me up. I need you to do it, so do it.
What?
Okay, jeez. I'll do it.
Oh. Whoa! Ow!
Found you. Oh, this is an invasive species that destroys the ecosystem.
What?
There's a whole hidden world down here you don't see until you've drained the pond.
What are you doing, Ryuki?
Ryuki...
There must be other dangerous organisms in this pond.
Ryuki, seriously!
You're all of a sudden Australian.
Good evening, good morning, and hello! This will be a brand new series. I'm starting a new game today. The game I'll be playing is... Kizuna Go!
Oh no, it's Pokemon Go! Why is she streaming Pokemon Go?
Kusei... What?
She's talking about that geolocation game for your phone that's been out a few years now.
Yeah.
You look for monsters and items and special locations.
This looks exactly like it!
Play the game by walking, basically.
What? What is he wearing a baseball cap?
I won't let you pass.
It's so.
That's the leader of the mansion. We're gonna defeat him in battle.
If you want to uncover the secret of this mansion, you will need to defeat the 2 assassins, and then me.
Assassins? This is so stupid.
That's pretty out of character.
We need to defeat the leader and uncover the secret of the mansion. But in order to battle, we need to gather 3 Kusamon. We gotta catch 3 by walking around.
Is this some kind of joke?
How is this gonna work?
To recreate Iris's memory, we're gonna have to go with a flow here. I guess we start by gathering 3 Kusamon.
But before that, Somnium scan, activate.
Speed that up a little bit. There we go. That's the first one. Second one. Third one. They're all in that room. That's... Okay, make Iris remember what she heard. Iris eavesdropped on a conversation between So and the suspected culprit, but she lost her memory. Retrace Iris' steps and make her remember.
Okay, first we need to go to different Kusamon points. By going to the Kusamon points, we should be able to find some Kusamon.
Okay, what are the Kusamon gonna look like?
That's what the wiki said, at least. Let's go to the first Kusamon point.
If the wiki says it, I guess it's true.
Not always.
All right, let's get those Kusamon and charge the mansion.
Don't use wiki for researching. It's not a good idea.
Okay, let's inspect that first Kusamon point.
Okay then.
Strategy guide. By gathering 3 Kusamon hidden around, you can create your own party in battle, yeah? Okay, this is interesting. Guess we have to... And it sounds very similar to Pokemon. Oh, this is...
What is this?
Yay! We're at our first Kusamon point.
This is it.
It's Kagami! Why is Kagami on there?
So how do you get the Kusamon?
Digging?
What, are they buried in there?
Is our Kusamon gonna be Kagami?
Pamper the Kusamon so we can catch it.
Pamper?
What?
Butter them up and treat them nice, I guess.
It's an honor to speak to you.
It is Kagami!
This is that forensics guy.
Yeah, the inspector.
Join us, Kanaiza. Join us, Kagami.
Got it. Leave it to me.
Yeah, that's probably all it'll take, just remembering his name.
Kagami, join the team!
He's becoming a huge part of the game, apparently.
Kagami is just a normal inspector.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's strong.
I don't think he's that strong.
Oh, they joined us.
We got the first Kusamon. Let's go for a second one.
Looks like that strategy worked.
I guess it did. We just need 2 more.
This seems pretty easy. Let's do it.
Alright, so I guess the Kusamon are gonna be like... The stronger blank Kusamon might be hidden in an unexpected place. Okay. Oh dear, mama. Okay, do I get to choose? Is that how this works? Are there multiple of these? Boss. We probably want boss.
What do you want from me?
It's boss.
She's gotta be strong.
Yeah, you would think. Dompy for you? What? I don't think I'll pay you. Dompy? Dom? I'll be your slave? Probably?
Okay. Lick my boots. No, you should be saying, as you wish, master.
Yeah, but...
Say it, Tama.
As you wish, master.
Good girl. Make sure you practice being a chair, too.
Oh, boy. Yeah, boss has joined the team.
Boss has dirt on some major big shots out there.
Jeez. Even in this game, boss is terrifying.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Oh, right, because we just caught boss with boss watching. Okay. Right. So, where would... Can we break this?
We need more Kusamon power.
Yeah, but...
Why don't you gather 3 first?
Okay.
Okay. So Mama might be a good choice, but I don't know. What about over here? Oh, Ota? Normally no, but Iris does seem to see Ota as kind of high and up there, sort of, because, I don't know. It might be strong.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes remaining.
Pewter. Maybe? What's this one? MoMA. MoMA might be a good choice.
I'm Moma Kumakura, the chairman of the Kumakuras.
Yeah.
He looks tough.
Well, he is a tough guy in real life.
Yeah, he's the Don.
A Don Kusamon.
Yeah. Water.
Wet, sweat, A-set.
Yeah.
Fears.
Upset, regret, A-set.
Shadows.
Fret, silhouette, A-set. You're all right. Yeah, I'll join your squad.
Yay! Alright, we got a pretty good team.
That was easy.
But is the real Momo like this?
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah. He's actually pretty helpful for a Yakuza.
Moma fights with different tools. I wonder what kinds he has.
Tools.
Well, Yakuza like to use...
Yeah, that. All right. Got all 3.
Yes! Now we can battle!
Where do we go for that?
Iris wanted to fight the mansion leader, so maybe we should go to the entrance?
All right. Let's charge the mansion.
Alright, I kind of want to go through the sides and see what Kusamon are over there, but okay. Alright.
Alright, we got 3 Kusamon! Let's go to the mansion to battle!
Oh. This is Red Cap! Are you Ash?
Defeat the first assassin.
Okay. How's this gonna go?
Is this really how he acted?
Well, this is Iris's Somnium.
Yeah.
We need to defeat this one first! Our first battle begins!
All right. Let's do this.
Right.
Well done. Alright, sorry, I'm back. Okay, so some Kusamon are blank in order to blank. Okay. First assassin.
So, should we fight this?
Fight?
Start the battle!
Let's go!
I'm getting a bit nervous.
Open the battlefield!
Whoa! It's like Pokemon! Well, I mean, of course it's like Pokemon, but... Whoa. Well, this is interesting.
Oh, looks good.
Now bring it on!
The red assassin appeared!
Versus Red Assassin. Begin battle!
Choose a Kusamon to fight!
Boss.
Go! Boss! Choose a skill that might be most effective.
I see. This is another feature.
Oh, so it's our Kusamon versus just the Red Assassin?
It's not just about leveling up and punching them.
Blackmail. Boss's blackmail. Oh! Oh!
No! It has no effect!
Oh dear.
Why?
Was that not the right attack?
Okay. Stomp.
It might be working!
What? Just one hit point and
Is it effective or not?
It's not effective.
Which is it?
It's somewhat effective!
Exactly.
What?
Defeated the red assassin!
That was incredibly effective.
It's the blue assassin!
Oh, okay, we are getting more, okay. Again, battle. Stomp again? Oh, this one's faster, I guess?
Defeated the blue assassin!
Wow! Boss's stomps are, OP.
Green assassin! Beat it and we win!
Versus Green Assassin. Begin battle. Stomp. I didn't even need anyone. Oh, never mind. That wasn't as effective this time. Okay. Stomp again. Really not that effective. Okay, let's try blackmail. Is that gonna... That did nothing. Okay. Boss was able to take out the other two really easily, but I guess... Ooh, she's down.
Boss! Choose a Kusamon to fight!
Well, we got Moma.
Go! Moma!
Gun. Yeah!
This is a crazy one!
Ugh, I don't care if it's crazy. Did the attack work or not?
It looks like he should be dead.
It must have worked.
Defeated the green assassin!
Yeah. Kablooey. Okay.
We did it!
That was easy.
Yay! First victory!
What do we need to do next?
The best part of these mansion battles is coming up! The Fusuma door opening ceremony! Let's go!
What?
I guess we're opening one of those sliding doors.
Door opening...
Let's open it.
Opening ceremony? Okay. What kind of ceremony? Oh,
So,
hey.
who are you, really?
Oh.
Ah, the primary suspect of the half-body case. Playing these games with your victims before killing them. How lowly.
Indeed.
Is that what you're doing here? Going to toy with me before slicing me in half?
You had a lover back then, didn't you? Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That was a continuation of Iris's wink sync.
Huh. So this guy knows. This guy's someone who knows. But... Okay.
Not much of it, though. Tara was talking about So's love child.
Which was Iris.
What happened next?
If we continue the fight,
Iris might recover more of her memory.
So, you've defeated the first assassin.
Uh-huh.
Oh? Who's next?
It is I.
Really? I thought you'd be the final boss.
Who would have expected this? It's the mansion leader! What happened to the second assassin?
Didn't we go through the first, second, and third assassin? I'm assuming that's what happened.
If we defeat him, it's over.
That's anticlimactic.
Can we defeat the final boss?
That is a bit anticlimactic, but some Kusamons are born from eggs.
4 minutes remaining.
Is that really gonna be a part of this? Okay, well, I need one more Kisamon. Unless, is boss back or something? Hold on, who's over there? I can't tell what that is from here.
Oh! The power of the 3 Kusamon are combining!
Yeah!
All
Louis.
right.
Oh,
We can
Dante!
keep going.
I wonder if there are more Kusamon ahead.
It's worth looking around.
Yeah, Date would be very useful, I feel. Come here.
What do you need?
Mr. Date, if he's with us, we won't have to worry about a thing.
Especially in Iris' Somnium. Ooh, I have some classic material.
Hey, I found this crusty old magazine near the pond earlier.
I don't believe it. That magazine has the power to shine light on this dark world.
What are you gonna do with that, Mr. Date?
The landscape past the forest. The secret flower garden. The divinities of this world. Let's see them together.
Okay.
So profound. I want to see, Mr. Date. I want to see.
Do you even realize what he's talking about?
Join the team!
Really?
Wait, I missed something. What?
Date solved many difficult cases. He's a highly skilled and reliable detective.
I mean, somewhat, as far as we know.
His methods aside, he did solve the case.
Yeah.
Yes, technically he did.
I think I'm missing something here.
Oh. Would you like to replace? Oh, aw, well, I'm sorry, Kagami. That was really funny and all, but with Date, Boss, and Moma, that would be like the perfect team. Sorry. Number 1, blank, blank. Number 2, doing nothing, blank. Might as well see what's over here, too, while I'm at it. What the? That one looks blank. Who's this? It is blank. What the?
Is this?
Oh! It's real Date!
No way.
It's the hidden boss.
What?
Hidden boss?
If we beat them, we might be able to make them a member of the team. They
Oh!
look strong, though.
So this Kusamon we need to fight to get to join us.
Okay. What should we do?
Fight!
Let's fight
I want
them.
him to join our
Got
team.
it.
I'll probably replace Moma with him. Probably. F. Falco. Versus... Fight!
Choose a Kusamon to fight.
I guess Date.
Go!
Date versus Date. Treasure. Null. Ow. Okay, is this gonna... what? Straight into his face! Whoa!
This is a crazy one.
Did I... was that a... that was...
Do it?
Wow, that was a little too effective. Okay, Date and Date. Wow.
We did it.
Date is Date's kryptonite. Oh, but they're not even gonna show him, huh? It's still gonna be a silhouette.
Who's F?
They really didn't tell you?
In any case, they're part of the team now.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
you don't know either, huh?
I'm sure they'll be of good use.
Right. Sorry, Moma. Alright, and now... who is this anyway? Oh, Aiba! Well, I think I'm good. Aiba would have been a great... You know what? That would have been kind of funny. I should
You have
probably
3 minutes left.
Probably
Get it
see
together, Ryuki.
how some of these other characters react.
Let's get this over with.
Maybe on my own, I don't know.
It's the battle with the leader of the mansion. I'm getting nervous.
It's just beating up an old man. What could be nerve-wracking about that?
She probably sees him as pretty powerful, so...
You don't have enough lives for this.
What?
This guy definitely isn't like this in real life. I almost feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
Alright, here I go! Open the battlefield! It's the mansion leader! In the flesh!
Alright.
Choose a Kusamon to fight!
I'm thinking you'll start with Boss.
Go! Boss!
And, well, I don't know. She might just one-shot him. Blackmail. I feel like that'll be very effective for him. Yeah. Oh, did that kill him? Aw, man. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with Boss first.
Defeated the mansion leader!
Yeah, getting Falco was kind of unnecessary. Oh, that was disappointing.
We did it! Boy, he was strong! We got to see his true power!
Not really. I one-shot the guy.
He did definitely come across as a final boss.
The real Sosajima was a real boss.
Now let's go do the Fusuma door opening ceremony.
Will this help us get more of Iris's memory back?
It should. Let's open the sliding door.
Alright.
She said that if she was allowed to keep the baby, she wouldn't cause any trouble.
Uh-huh.
The baby was taken in by a facility called Iowa.
Wait a minute. What? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Are we talking about someone else? Did you have another affair or so? Seriously?
So she sent the child away. She probably realized she couldn't raise it alone.
No. She couldn't raise it. Because...
We saw more of the memory.
Because what?
But there's still missing pieces.
Okay, we defeated the mansion leader.
So Iris has like a stepsister? What is happening?
But we still have some time. So maybe we can look for another mansion.
Oh no, hi. Okay, so this is what you look like up close, huh? Not sure I like the face plates or this thing, but I like the hat. And the cloak's a nice touch.
This isn't a memory. This is reality.
I wouldn't call anything happening in a dream world reality, but...
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that.
Terror's here right now.
Let's go! Look at him, standing there all smug like, this isn't over yet. So he is the true mansion leader. This is so exciting.
Yeah, I had a feeling that wasn't the last one.
If we defeat him, we should be able to see more of the memory.
He looks tough.
Stop posing like that.
Bring it on! I'll crush him.
You definitely
Tama,
wouldn't pose like
are
that
you
in real
starting
life.
to enjoy this?
In order to hatch the egg, entry ends here. I don't know what that's about. Well, I have a pretty in-depth team, so I should be good.
This is the final boss battle.
Fight.
Let's go! This will be the last battle of the day, guys.
Tama, you okay?
I'm gonna pound him until he can't get it up anymore.
Don't you mean until he can't get up anymore?
Yeah, that's very suggestive. Which is normal for Tama.
Who is this guy? It's not on the wiki.
What the? Oh.
Choose a Kusamon to fight.
It's a blue man from the blue man group. Okay, so I'm thinking probably F.
Go! F!
No.
This is a crazy one.
I keep choosing the one that one-shots them. This is... Dang it. I'm strategizing too well to the point where this is kind of boring.
We beat it! Huh?
We did it!
Wait. It's not over yet.
Okay, good. Please not be over yet. That was too easy. Now what? What the... One Wing Sephiroth! What are you doing here?
A second form. Very final bossy.
This guy's got some moves.
Tama, don't let your guard down.
I won't.
Well, unfortunately, I'm still on F, and he has the one and only move, so this might one-shot him again.
Yay, we did it! They were really strong.
Yeah. That was so disappointing. And blah blah.
Hell yeah!
I won!
Ugh, he was strong, but I won. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
All your cheers and donations help me win.
What? There's still a version of him walking through a door.
Huh? What's this? Beyond the door, there might be some good loot. Let's see.
Over there must be...
The rest of the memory.
Let's go.
Alright. This one.
I'm going to open it.
Okay.
The mom or...
Died?
That's right.
So, what do you want me to do?
Hold on, did the daughter die or the mom die?
You want me to burn some incense in front of her grave?
No.
Then why are you here? What is it you're trying to do?
It is already done. You see, I have a favor I need to ask you.
Uh-huh.
You should be getting some guests soon.
Was it us or someone else?
I want you to tell them the execution chamber is in the abyss of 9 X's.
The abyss? So it is where I thought, right? The place below Nizet Laws. Is that what he means?
What are you talking about?
You don't need to know. Goodbye.
Interesting, though. Why didn't he tell us?
The abyss of 9 X's.
Let's think about it later.
Well, it's obvious where that is.
Got it.
Honestly, that would have been the first place I would have gone, given that Kizuna went missing. But no, that wasn't an option. Ooh, I got 500 eyeballs, yay. Still haven't used them to buy whatever's in the shop or whatever. haven't even looked in the shop. She was the universe. What?
Huh? Where's Iris?
Pewter took her to the medical office. She hit her head, right? She has a concussion.
Ah, yeah.
I thought it'd be best to monitor her for a bit.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Shouldn't you have done that before the sync?
Weren't you the one who said, we need to sink into Iris right away?
Huh. I guess I did.
If I may interrupt. Shouldn't we be talking about what happened in that Somnium?
Yeah.
There were some interesting pieces of information. So's mistress had a child.
Yeah, but that was Iris, right? But now it sounds like it's someone else completely?
And the kid was sent to Iowan.
Yeah.
That's one thing, but what I want to focus on is...
The execution chamber is in the abyss of 9 X's.
Yeah, we need to focus on that right now.
Right. If Kizuna really is being held there, we need to find out where it is right away.
But how can we tell with that little information?
It should be obvious.
I haven't got a clue what it means.
What? The place underneath Nizitlaw is still it's a lead. I had an idea. The abyss of 9 X's. That place is... This should... Okay. Ah. So this is how I would choose. So divide out. No. Wait, moon base? A moon base? What? That's ridiculous. Cathedral. 9 X's, 9X, Nize, Abyss, Hell, Underground, which could mean, yep.
Damn it. You've got to be kidding me.
I feel like that was so obvious.
Tama, call Mr. Date right away.
What for?
Just do it.
Oh, Ryuki, what's up?
The cathedral!
I know where Kizuna is. At least, I'm pretty sure.
Where?
The Nize building. The cathedral in the basement.
Why didn't anyone think to check there? Are they being blocked? Do we need evidence to prove that we need to be there? That might be the case? Do we need... I guess we might need I forget what it's called, but... A warrant. But... Still... What the... What is all that stuff? Oh!
I'm glad the door to the staircase was open.
What's with the big giant key, dude? What? Okay. Wow, we got a whole team here.
Well, even if it wasn't, I would have just picked it open myself.
I wonder why it wasn't locked.
Oh, though... Execution chamber, that stuff. Oh, I feel like this is a trap.
You think it's a trap?
Yeah. Oh no! We're all here. Mizuki's here. Date's here. Explosion. Date goes missing. Oh dear, I have a bad feeling.
Always pays to be careful, don't you think?
I mean, yeah, but...
What are you three doing here?
Mizuki, maybe you should just go back upstairs. I understand you're worried, but maybe you should go upstairs. Date, maybe you too. Just let me handle this. It'll be fine.
When you called me earlier, these three were with me.
Oh.
We got together to share information.
Oh.
And he told us Kizzy was here.
But we didn't know about the underground cathedral.
But you did tell us the coordinates of this staircase.
So that's how we all ended up here.
We met in front of the staircase. We headed down spiral stairs. So that's the other entrance, I suppose. And I guess the bridge put itself back or something? Okay.
Anyway, Mizuki is right. We should be extra cautious. You can leave this to me and Mr. Date. We're the police.
Yeah.
Huh? You can't be serious.
Look, we need to be very careful about this. I know the future. Well, I know parts of the future. I don't know what's going to happen, though, so I can't prevent it.
You want us to stay put here?
Maybe. I don't know.
Hell no, man. Kizzy is in here somewhere, right?
Possibly. I really hope she's not dead already.
I have to save her.
Although I kind of doubt she is, because in the future, Pewter only mentioned that Mizuki lost 2 things. That's Date and her, I think it was the left eye. So maybe that's like, I don't know, extra plot shielding or whatever you call it for Kizuna. I hope it is, but I don't know. I'm scared.
What's up, Date?
You've been staring at Ryuki.
Are you thinking about your intimate relationship again?
Oh, shut up.
Our physical relationship.
It's not... Okay.
And no, I just...
What's up?
It's nothing.
I get the feeling that Date knows something we don't. He's been kind of mysterious this whole time.
Let's get going.
Man, I really don't like this.
Empty.
Yeah, well, we need to check up there.
There's no one here.
Ryuki, a biological signal has been detected.
A biological, which means they're still alive.
I'm not sure if it's Kizuna.
Oh, I
Let's
hope
go
it
take
is.
a look. She must be here somewhere.
Please be Kizuna. Please be alive. Okay. I'm sorry? I'm sorry, what?
What do you mean? Kizuna is Amame's best friend. It's my duty to find her.
Okay. What is that key?
Oh, this? Well, I wanted to be prepared in case of trouble. I looked all over my place, but this was the closest thing to a weapon I could find.
So you're a Keyblade wielder now? Okay. Okay, that's cool.
I sense her. Kizzy!
Okay, that's kind of...
She must be close.
Oh, dear. You should stay back.
I'm the strongest one here.
Yeah, I know, but I know what's gonna happen in the future.
If anything, you should be the one hanging back.
You might get hurt from all this. I don't really know. Kizuna
Wait.
is...
I'm using Aiba's night vision function.
Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling...
Over there.
Okay. She's not in half yet. She looks okay for now. Oh, she's moving. Oh, thank goodness she's still alive. Okay.
Kizzy!
For now, at least. I'm kind of scared.
Bring it on. I'll take you all myself.
Let's go.
Date, enemy at 4 o'clock. Next at 8 o'clock.
God, stop nagging me. Starting to think I'd be better off alone.
I am not enjoying being paired with you either.
Oh.
Just hold on, Kizzy! I'm coming to save you!
Jen is a boss! Don't mess with Jen! I kind of wish that Jen was in the in Iris' Somnium. That would have been awesome to use.
Mr. Date, thank you.
Don't thank me. Just give me a porno mag.
Okay, okay.
A porno mag? You don't have one on you?
No.
No? Why would I?
Yeah.
Okay, Aiba, do your thing. Beam some sexy stuff directly into my left eye. What was that for?
For making me want to kill you.
Oh yeah? You want to say that again?
Hey, yeah! Don't just stand there, you perverted Kappa.
Hey, I'm not a Kappa.
But you don't deny the pervert part?
Watch out!
Huh? Huh!
Oh. Good move, Gen. Or Jen. I need to learn how to pronounce your name.
You okay?
Don't worry. My muscles are as hard as rock.
Good.
If anything, that was a good warm-up.
But...
Oh, this is even
We don't
more
have
awesome
any
than the
time to
last one.
talk. First, we need to dispose of those guys.
Yeah!
Yeah, I got it.
Kinda wish this was a fighting game so I could be included. Woo!
That looks painful.
Yeah.
Lien!
So they all
Thanks,
wear that
man.
mask, huh?
Be careful.
Uh-oh. Am I gonna get it? Oh, no button prompts?
Throw it, quick!
Oh yeah! Boom! Ho, ho, ho.
Mr. Dante!
Flop. Space and enter! Woo! Z and C! Up! Down!
Mr. Date! What do you think you're doing?
Whew.
It's no good. We gotta fall back.
Woo!
Kizzy! Kizzy!
We need to get her out of here before anything happens. I don't like the looks of those. Those look like bombs. Why are there bombs? I don't see anything that could split her in half.
Everyone,
I'm a little scared.
You came.
Uh-huh.
Kizuna's vital signs are normal.
Oh, good.
She seems to be okay.
what?
It's okay, Kizzy. I'll get it off you.
No, wait. Lien. Behind her.
What? We're not out of the woods just yet. Oh, terror.
Terror.
Oh, hey, buddy.
It's him.
The culprit of the HB case.
And the man who kidnapped Kizuna.
You!
Oh, the thermite. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Everyone, run! Don't worry about me.
We can't do that!
What do you want, Terror?
Ryuki, load a revolver with live rounds.
Okay.
This useless animation. Wait, that's the first time I'm... Wait. Have I always had that gun? Okay. Well... Now what? I'm down.
It's okay, Kizuna. We'll keep you safe. Don't worry.
It's okay. Please don't worry about me. Please. Just run.
No. We're not just gonna leave you here.
It's okay. Leave it to me. If I have to, I'll... For Kizuna.
Well, we know that's not gonna happen. You'll survive this, but I'd rather you not do anything to risk your life anyway, buddy.
What are you going to do?
Just stay back, okay? Lien, calm down.
You serious?
I know, but the best thing we can do is calm down and try to figure out the best solution out of this. It's the best thing we can do. What should we do?
We just need to find an opening. We need to buy some time.
Is there a way?
I know, I'm thinking. Don't bug me.
Okay, right. Who are you?
Tears?
Who cares about your stupid nickname? What's your real name?
Well, we know part of it's Dahlia, apparently.
What does that mean?
Okay. Why do you kill so many people?
Initiative?
What are you talking about?
To Moksha. Interesting.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not seeing how that makes any sense.
What does a bisected body have to do with Moksha?
Yeah.
What?
Does it matter who you kill? You're the one who created the video, right? Yeah, but you created the other ones.
I'm not talking about that video.
So what was that video for?
Kizzy saw that video and wound up here.
But how does that correlate? Was it like brainwashing or something?
No, actually,
Yeah?
I was kidnapped by people dressed in gray.
Okay, but what about the other people going missing? But why?
But what about everyone else who went missing after watching the video?
Huh. Okay. I mean, I can kind of believe that, but... Okay.
You aren't killing the people who vanished?
Okay. Then what is your reason? What do you want? What? He's always been a nuisance.
He?
Who's he? What? 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 Again? The killer has a problem with Kaname Date again? But that doesn't really fit. Kaname Date didn't know any of the victims, as far as I'm aware. He didn't really care about them. So, what's the... what?
Date?
Oh, is that why you kidnapped... Is that why you kidnapped Kizuna, maybe? I guess that would make sense. Oh. Yeah, okay. Then, okay, we're in the cathedral. Oh dear, bomb going off. Explosion. Oh, this does not bode well at all.
Damn you!
What about Kizuna? Could you let her go?
Is this guy serious?
We're not just gonna leave him behind.
Oh dear. What do you mean? True. Like, okay, how meta are we going? Is it like literally that this world is this game, the game that I'm streaming? I doubt. What do you mean? That's it. So you're basically the Joker. Why me specifically?
Me?
Okay. Okay.
What do you want me to do?
I have a bad feeling about this. Date. Oh dear. I had a feeling. But I can't do that. I can't. But you know I can't do that. What? I mean, we don't know about Date's whereabouts in the future. We don't know if he's dead or still alive. So, what's gonna happen here?
Ryuki.
Are you?
Were you expecting this, Date? Is this why you were looking at me earlier the way you were?
Ryuki!
Date, don't let me do this. Please, don't let me do this.
Don't be stupid!
6, 5.
Shoot.
Don't. Date.
What? Just do it! Shoot, Ryuki!
Well, you do have a mask on, so maybe is it strong enough to save you? If I shoot you straight in the face? Is this a choosing point? Is this because usually it's in the Hold on, I have to ask. Hold on. Okay, well, I've just been told that it doesn't matter which one I choose, but I'm going to choose to not shoot, because I do not want to shoot him. I can't shoot him. As much as Date sometimes annoys me, I can't shoot him.
It's impossible. I can't. I can't do it!
Why do you think?
You
You and Date. What? What do you mean, you and Date?
Let me give you a nice piece of information.
Uh-huh.
My true name. My name is... Boat.
Dahlia Boat? What? What kind of name is Boat?
Boat?
Oh no.
Stop!
This is not gonna go well. Kizuna! No. That's a big explosion. Oh dear. Where is everybody? Okay, there I am. Oh, I look a mess.
About the others?
I think they're okay.
Even
I'm detecting
Kizuna?
5 living organisms.
Terror.
He ran away.
Damn it.
Wait, was there 5 of us?
Mizuki! Mizuki! Mizuki!
No, there were technically 6.
Are you okay?
Oh dear, her eye.
Kizzy! Kizzy!
Okay, Lien's okay.
Where are you? Answer me!
I am very worried about everyone. Oh, again. How is she?
Kizzy!
Well, she looks like she's moving. I can't tell.
I blocked the explosion with my back. But all the fallen rubble...
Kizzy! Kizzy!
Oh, okay. She's still alive. But Date is missing, isn't he? Oh, Mizuki.
Mizuki, are you okay?
It's nothing life-threatening. But...
Right.
This isn't good.
Gen, take care of Mizuki. I'll get Mr. Date.
Yeah, got it.
Oh.
Mr. Date! Mr. Date!
This is a huge disaster.
Lien got out safely.
Where's Mr. Date?
He must be nearby. Keep looking.
Come on, man. Where are you? I don't see him. Oh, something. Rubble. X-ray.
There.
Oh. I can't tell, but he doesn't look good.
It's Date.
That position's kind of weird.
Mr. Date!
Okay, maybe not as...
Ryuki?
Oh dear. Maybe not as bad as I thought, but...
Thanks for stopping by. But I can't move.
Give me a second! I'll get it off you!
It's not gonna work. This is way too big for your noodle arms. Just leave me here. Get going.
No, we gotta get you out.
Come on! What are you talking about?
Come on.
Look at the ceiling. It's coming down soon. You stay here, we both die.
But...
Just take this with you.
Aiba.
Aiba?
I tried talking to her. She isn't responding.
I think the explosion might have knocked her out. Can you fix her? I know her base system is on the cloud, but that body is... it's important.
Why is the body specifically important?
Ryuki, we don't have much time. One last thing. Before...
Oh, come on.
Don't talk like that.
Just listen. I want you to tell me one thing. When I called you today, I told you a man in a mask was at Tsujima's.
Uh-huh.
And you said, it's terror. How? How did you know?
Well, I guess I didn't explain.
How did you know the man in the iron mask was terror? Yesterday, was it you that ran away, Ryuki?
What? What do you mean? Was it I that ran away?
No!
Oh no.
Why? How could this happen? Mr. Date.
But his body was...
Mr. Date. I loved him.
His body was never recovered. But... And that's considered an ending? But what happens after that? Explosion route end. What? But there wasn't a splitting point. Was there? So... But... So... I guess I have his whole name, so I go... Here, but... Does that mean I'm done with Ryuki's side? And it's now... Okay, hold on. I need to double check something. Okay, yeah, so I do just go back to the Somnium and make that choice, but... Man. Okay, well, at least Amame and Kizuna didn't end up being victims, but... I really hope that Date isn't actually dead, but that looked very legitimate to me. I'm sad. But now I'm going back to Chapter 0 to make that choice. This again. I'm not really in the mood for this right now, Aiba.
I've been practicing.
Let's just skip that. We've seen it in the beginning. No!
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm
Well,
back! It's fine. I get
Got
it.
it. Thanks.
I got it.
All right then.
This desk and
But there's no walls or ceiling.
well,
I wonder if she's just going to learn
A folding.
that
Try sitting on.
that Date is dead, or that it's more than likely he's dead. Man. Tell me about the HB case. Yeah, we're doing the reverse Somnium. Whee! Okay, so it was Dahlia Boat. That's such a weird name. Dahlia Boat.
What is this? Soup?
How does...
The culprits.
Thing is, I got Dahlia's... I got the Dahlia name from that one ending. That one ending with Kameji. So how did I get that? So it was like Dahlia Boat.
I don't know.
What? Did I spell it wrong? What? I just put it in, didn't I? Hold on. Terror. What do I do? But I could have sworn I put it in right. What? Okay, hold on. Okay, apparently I spelled it wrong. Hold on. Let's see. I guess I have to start over. Yeah. Skip. I can't skip the intro, unfortunately. So it's D. That sounds kind of funny. It's sped up. I didn't realize it would do that. Right, so it's D-A-H, not
A
D-H-A.
folding chair. Same as the kind in the...
I don't know why I thought it was D-H-A. I remember it being spelled that way when it first showed up. Huh? Speed. Okay. We still don't know what this is about. I know. So it's D-A-H-L-I. Dahlia. Why is the H there? I don't know. And then it's just boat.
Huh? Why do I... this name?
Yeah, why do you know this name? Oh, this again. But inside a Somnium, that's interesting. Oh, now she's doing it. Well, that's not good. What is happening?
Intrusion thwarted.
Okay, so she still thwarts the intrusion. But now what?
We've defended against Ryuki's consciousness.
So is everything okay?
It should be. But it is peculiar.
Yeah.
Usually, the sinker goes into the subject's mind. But for some reason, the subject's... But you should be fine now. We have blocked the route of intrusion.
That's good.
Did it glitch out like this before? What's happening? Okay, well, we're back here. Do we have to go through the same Somnium again? Like, what? What's different? Okay, you remember the name. What? Remind them of something. You remember the name. Of course, I guess the thing is, everyone else, they know the boat part, but they don't know Dahlia. Which is why they don't... But boat is such a random last name. You would think it would be easy to find who this person is with that alone.
This place is...
It's the cathedral.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is what you were talking about.
Right, she doesn't remember.
Hey, is that rubble?
It appears as though the... Huh? Wait, there are more mental locks? I will scan again.
What?
Somnium scan, activate.
What the... What is happening?
What's happening?
I'd like to know.
There could be more mental locks?
Unknown. Everything about this is extraordinary.
Oh, Ryuki.
Dahlia. Boat. Dahlia. Boat.
I don't get it. Is that supposed to mean something?
Let's go.
It's the person's name. He keeps repeating it as if there's a hidden meaning. Oh, I think the path is different too.
What's this?
There we go. Okay, things are a little different.
We're surrounded.
Yeah.
The rubble turned into a hand.
Darn.
Yeah, we won't be able to get through that. Whoa.
Is this Ryuki?
Dahlia. Boat.
Mizuki, that red aura is bad news. The time compression element waves are off the charts. If you get caught by it, you'll lose time. Run!
Oh, is it gonna move?
Run? Where? I'm trapped!
Calm down, Mizuki. That Ryuki has neither a shadow nor a face. It must be a shadow image created by the regrets Ryuki carries. When you see something so unstable, you only need to show it reality. A strong reality.
Show it reality?
Okay, there seems to be only one thing I can... Oh, hi, you're moving! Hey. Okay, excuse me. False eye.
This is Ryuki's AI ball.
Oh my. What happened? Tama's damaged.
Tama?
There is no response, but most likely.
So, she's probably fine. So, call for Tama?
Tama, that's you, isn't it? Help Ryuki.
Doing something. Hey, Tama.
Oh, it's really Tama!
You look a little different.
Ryuki, get a hold of yourself. Are you gonna hold on to these regrets forever? Do what you need to do.
What I need to do. What I need to do is...
Okay, that worked. Almost sane. Okay, so now we're returning Ryuki to sanity. Remind them of real justice. Yuki blank with blank 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 are still held blank.
Tama was Ryuki's anchor. She kept him tethered to the real world.
Right.
Aw, that's kind of sweet.
That rubble there. Is that lower than before?
Do we have another time limit?
Okay, so now go see Ryuki. Hey, bud.
Hey, Ryuki.
Justice.
Oh.
Oh, this is Boss's room.
Oh, Date! And Boss!
I'm so sorry.
Ryuki, how many times do I have to say this? I can't assign you anything if you're going to carry on with this ridiculous sense of justice you have.
What?
I understand.
Listen, I'm glad you caught the burglar.
Uh-huh.
But when they started crying, you bought them lunch and took them on a drive.
You're just too good of a guy, Ryuki.
How silly, right?
That's my line.
I'm sorry.
You're being suspended for 2 weeks. You can't leave your house. Take time to reflect.
Okay.
Ryuki, everyone makes mistakes. Even me. I always make mistakes. And every day I get an earful from an artificial intelligence eyeball in a grade schooler. But it's okay to make some mistakes, as long as it's in pursuit of justice. So, don't falter now, Ryuki.
I won't.
Oh. No, hold on. I won't.
I won't.
I've never seen Date being such a good superior.
Yeah.
Mr. Date, I made a mistake. What is justice to me? Mr. Date.
What mistake did you make?
This isn't an illusion, right?
I remember this conversation. We should cheer him up.
You remember this conversation? Oh. Ryuki got along with Date. Blank,
Mizuki,
probably.
you have 5 minutes left.
Okay. Interesting. I can only react with... I guess that's a coffee machine, a jack-o'-lantern, and Mario. Cheer up.
Here, Ryuki. Hold on to Mario. It might make you feel better.
Okay, not what I was expecting.
Hold me tight.
It talked?
I guess you don't know, huh?
Doesn't float his boat.
Okay. Coffee?
How about some coffee?
Ah.
Nothing better than drinking Boss's coffee without permission. One mistake teaches you more than 100 successes.
Who'd you hear that from?
Homeless guy I drank with the other day. Smart, huh?
Well...
Yeah, I guess.
Looked up to him, yeah.
Awfully strange advice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We're surrounded again.
Oh no, 2 of them.
Dahlia. Boat.
Ew, it's the creepy Ryuki. Aiba, be careful.
Yes. If we show it the truth again, this space might disappear too.
Okay. The
No
ball
way.
thing. Okay, excuse me. There's 2 things over here I can interact with. Fire and evolver.
It's an evolver. We might be able to use this.
Fire warning shot, probably.
Stop! I said stop!
That doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Stop!
too much. It's just supposed to be a warning.
Yeah.
No effect.
Looks like we need a direct shot.
You have 4 minutes remaining.
Alright, so I guess I have to shoot
It's
them?
an evil.
Shoot Ryuki. I'll need to reduce that.
Are you sure? This might have ill effects on Ryuki's mind.
Well, we did this before.
Aiba, at times like this, pretend what you're shooting is made of jelly.
That's... I don't know.
That's what my master taught me.
Really? Who's your master exactly? Is it boss?
My apologies, Ryuki. I have no choice.
Oh, you shot both of them. Oh, that had some
Mr.
effects.
Date, please forgive me.
Oh, that actually worked.
Whew, went away.
Oh, but it didn't disappear. It's now just moving. 4 of them. Great. Okay.
Dahlia. Boat.
Another Ryuki. When it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
We need to deal with them, too. Hurry.
Broken in mind was overcome by shock and erased. Oh, dear. Okay. 2 more things to interact with. Excuse me, Ryukis. Please don't touch me. What do we have? Metal pipe. And a time bomb. The time bomb, probably.
This?
It's a time bomb.
A time bomb.
Aiba, run!
Do not worry. It is not active, and we might be able to use it for something.
Like what?
Activate.
And just like that, it's armed. Mizuki, what do we do?
What? What?
Eat! Throw!
Throw it at Ryuki!
Fly!
Kablooey!
Kizuna. Mizuki.
It flew away. Hopefully that will not negatively impact Ryuki.
Yeah.
We had to. If we didn't get rid of it, we would have been blown up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it may have been a tad excessive.
Yeah. There we go.
What's going on?
Whoa, everything's backwards.
Left and right are reversed.
I'm in front of Aiba now.
Is this from Ryuki's dream? Ryuki's dream is getting creepier and creepier.
This is weird. Oh dear. Right? Ryuki can't...
3 minutes left. You can do this.
Oh, this is a little... It's not too bad, but it's a little weird. Okay, it's just something over here. Oh, the controls are all backwards, except for forward and front. Back and forth, whatever.
Ryuki!
Ah, there we
Is
go.
this
That's better.
Brahmin?
Genny's place. Oh, Date and Ryuki, and Genny too.
None of you get it. You don't appreciate how good at my job I am.
Okay, I think you've had enough to drink. If you want a drink, we should go to Marble. This place has good food, not drinks.
It's okay.
I'm such an arrogant piece of shit.
No, you're not. Come on.
Looks like we need him to cheer up a little.
This guy requires so much maintenance.
He's been through a lot. Are still looking. Ryuki got along with Date and looked up to him. Blank are still held fondly in his heart. Let's see. Assuming this one.
Drink up, Ryuki. No reaction.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Hey,
you'll drink
don't
instead.
drink without my permission.
Yee! Alcohol is the best.
You get drunk so fast.
Aww, don't yell at me. It looked so good.
That's a creepy way to cry.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Okay.
Pull yourself together, Aiba.
Sorry, I couldn't stop myself. Alcohol has no effect.
Memories of drinking together.
Mizuki, you have less than 2 minutes left. Be careful.
I was gonna go over to the sink, maybe food, but how about this?
You need to chill for a second, okay? Ignored.
Are you gonna drink it again? It's just water, right? Oh!
Aiba, you can be really short-tempered sometimes.
My temper gets shorter the more I'm ignored. But it doesn't look like Ryuki wants water right now.
Yeah, okay, so it's probably what I thought over here, maybe. Yeah, get you some food.
Eat this and cheer up.
Ryuki, look.
What's this?
The special. Snake-inspired intestine soup, squeezed nuts, wide-legged old man's whisper sunfish, volcano-style old spirit impact.
That's, quite the dish.
Now eat. This is gonna improve your mood whether you like it or not.
Oh, he's really scarfing it down.
Look, I get it. Higher-ups usually don't appreciate their subordinates' value. But I don't care about that. It's not that you're not skilled enough, or you don't have an eye for things. It's all about timing. There's a time for everything. Just continue what you're doing, until the time comes. Don't let it get to you, Ryuki. Stay strong and keep going.
Oh. Thought they was such a good guy. Oh, oh dear, he must have eaten way too quickly.
No, not here! Go to the restroom!
Oh. Oh, there's another one. Oh, great, another Japanese
Stay
one.
strong. Keep going.
That's what Date would
Aiba,
want.
watch out!
Oh! Okay, we seem good now. Oh dear, 6 of them.
Again with them.
It's up there again.
The real Ryuki is right there.
Hold on, Ryuki. Oh,
get through
you
them.
gotta be kidding me.
Indeed.
Why upside down? There's a ball thing around. Okay, I can't. What just happened? Did I? What's happening? Tama? What? What the?
Where am I?
Ugh, my head.
What is happening?
Intrusion thwarted.
What? Again? I'm still upside down.
Again.
Aiba, be careful. We'll get through.
Controls.
Hurry! You have less than a minute left.
I know. Stay away. I am disoriented. What was that about with Tama? Okay.
Ryuki, get a hold of yourself.
Dahlia... boat? Is that them?
What does that mean? Is it an anagram or something? Or does it mean something else? That's creepy.
This is all your fault.
What?
No! Stop it!
You have no future.
Shut up! Dahlia Boat! You son of a bitch! You killed Mr. Dante!
Dahlia Boat?
He's been saying it for a while now. So, he's been saying it, well, I guess it doesn't sound like a name, really. So maybe he had to get to that point before they realized that it was a name. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, now what? Alone. And we're back here. And let me guess. We're on the other side, yeah? Well, it's been a while, Mizuki. Future Mizuki. Been a long while, and I'll be really curious to see what the future's like with everybody. With Iris, Kizuna. I hope Kizuna's okay. And Amame. Let's see. How are you feeling, sober?
Better. I only see 2 of you. I was seeing 3 of you earlier, so that's an improvement.
A little bit, yeah. Ooh. Want a drink?
Sure do. Can I get a glass? Double shochu curry shot.
Ew.
Ooh. Why did you reverse sync?
Reverse sync?
I'm not sure he did it consciously.
You tried to get into my head in the sink earlier, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb.
Actually, Mizuki, it is possible that he does not remember. The recipient of a sync does not literally experience what happens in their somnium. So he would not remember that.
Then who was trying to reverse sync?
Perhaps Ryuki's subconscious. Or the collective unconscious.
Great, we're bringing that stuff up.
Hey, Ryuki, do you know the culprit?
If I did, I would have caught them already.
Well, he doesn't literally know who they are, but he knows the name they gave them.
The man in the iron mask in Somnium. I know that he is the culprit in the HB case, Terror.
Yeah.
But Dahlia Boat, is that another pseudonym?
It sounds like it.
I heard the boat part 6 years ago at the cathedral.
Yeah.
But Dahlia, how did you know that part of the name?
Yeah.
Well,
we're actually getting into it, okay.
That's because...
Because? Oh boy, he's going crazy. Yeah, he's lost it.
Hey, Ryuki, what's wrong?
Oh, he's really going insane. Whoa, calm down. Wow. Well.
Ryuki's brain. I am detecting anomalies in the firing of multiple neurons.
Yeah?
It is not fatal, but he will be unable to speak for a while.
Great.
What caused it?
Unknown. However, it is advisable to not continue pressing Ryuki further.
Then I guess I'll have to investigate the old-fashioned way.
Alright, so I guess we're continuing the investigation on this side. Alright, pass mildly away. So, are we to expect to find the other halves of Tokiko and... It was Chikara and Kameji? I kind of hope not, but we probably will. Back to this old setup.
Mizuki, I heard you synced into Ryuki.
Yep.
But you didn't get anything out of it.
Well, we got something. What's your body made out of?
Body?
The rubbery part of you. That's not the eyeball.
Oh, this? I believe it is made from seaweed extract of some kind.
Ew.
In a predicament, you can eat it.
What? Ew. I wouldn't want to eat that. What are you why are you there?
It gets really tight in your eye socket, you know. I wanted to stretch out a bit so I don't get too used to that economy class.
Okay.
Excuse me, my left eye is first class, unlike Date.
Okay.
Hey, Prez. You are looking so cute today.
What the hell are you doing?
Those guys belong to Lemniscate, right? I was hoping a certain someone might arrange a meeting.
Oh, Prez, right, because I'm the president, right.
Iva, let's get out of here. We've got a case to solve.
Hey, come on!
Oh. That's kind of funny,
Mizuki,
though.
Could you find me one of those yellow bath buckets?
What?
Why? I would like to make a pool out of it.
Little pool. Aw, that'd be kind of
It
cute.
looks like an old map, but I changed it recently.
Yeah?
This one shows the Belt Transit System, the BTS.
Isn't that copyrighted?
Huh? What do you mean?
Wait, what? Dang it, I missed that. A mask reminds me of the masked woman. Who was she anyway? Right, because... Did Mizuki ever meet the masked woman in the timeline that, I guess, ends up here?
That reminds me of Iris for some reason. I hope that girl is doing okay.
Yeah, can I learn a bit about what's going on with her?
Iris's condition is cured. Don't jinx it.
Oh, okay. I mean, well, sure that, but otherwise, how's she doing?
If there are a lot of fish in the sea, why am I drowning?
There.
Oh. Oh, boss. There's BL manga hidden under it. Oh, how do you know?
Mizuki, I've got it.
What?
When you square the hypotenuse of a triangle, you get the sum of the squares of the other two sides.
Uh-huh.
That is the Pythagorean theorem.
So, what?
That's not like a huge revelation.
There was a murder at Spur a long time ago.
Yeah?
The culprit's name was...
No, don't say it. Spoilers.
What?
Why is there a big catch flag here?
You don't get it? The criminals we arrest are our biggest catches.
Okay.
Mizuki, you know about that mannequin, right?
Yeah, we've talked a few times.
Wait.
Why can't I eat just the toppings?
But you sounded surprised when he actually spoke in the Somnium.
What's your favorite shogi piece?
I like the gold one and the one with the stud on it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Boss, you got that.
I'm over here.
Oh, that was rude. Okay. Oh, dear. Actually, the mysterious organism that flew down from what? Now that's scary. What?
That's Ma's grave.
Ma? From the host club?
What?
Yup. I dug him that grave after he canceled on me last minute.
That doesn't sound like a joke.
So it is. So you are friends with Ma? Is that what we're getting at? Okay, I think I've looked around enough. Is Ryuki okay?
He was carried to the medical office last night. After a day's rest, he gathered himself and headed home.
I'm guessing he's drinking again.
Should we use GPS?
No, it's fine. I won't get anything useful from him right now.
Yeah.
Ryuki is currently on leave. After the explosion 6 years ago, he just needs more time.
He's been on leave for 6 years? That's a pretty long time.
I'd like to have him help with the investigation, but I don't want to put that pressure on him right now.
How's he? Well, I guess he is a rich kid, so he doesn't need the job, maybe. Maybe? I don't know. He did say that the limousine was all he had left, though. About the corpse.
You heard about the DNA results, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter told me last night.
The DNA extracted from Jin's right half 6 years ago. The base sequence was an exact match with the left half that was found. A 100% match. They definitely belong to the same person.
But how is that possible?
Well, a genetics institute is involved. Is it possible that the body was somehow genetically created, or using genetic stuff, maybe it was somehow kept so fresh that it, like, under most ways of investigating nowadays, or in this timeline, that it only appears as if he died 9 hours ago or something. No? Hold on. Okay, what about the masked woman?
Masked woman?
The shady chick who tried to shoot me with a gun.
Yeah, she seems to be on the opposite side here. She seems to be against terror, but why did she shoot at Mizuki?
Oh, her. We're looking into her based on what Iba recorded. But we haven't found anything yet. No witness statements either.
Maybe she's with terror.
No, I doubt it.
Why would you think that?
Well, she looked like a bad guy.
She did at the time.
As a police officer, you should refrain from judging by appearances.
True. True. About sinking without permission?
Oh, so you do understand that you did it without my permission.
Yeah.
You said you'd let me handle it.
Yeah.
And I also said not to do anything dangerous.
Is sinking dangerous? It's not that dangerous, is it?
Well, I did find a lead.
True, yeah. How late were you out drinking last night?
Wait, how did you know?
Peter told me.
Running his mouth. I'm gonna cut his pay.
No.
You're getting old. You should stop cruising bars.
Ugh, could you not sound like my daughter?
What? Where is your daughter anyway? We haven't met her yet.
Daughter?
Wait, does Mizuki not know you have a daughter?
Well, yeah.
I had no idea you had an illegitimate daughter.
She's not illegitimate. It's not like a secret or anything.
It seems to be like a secret here.
It's just no one ever asked. Okay, that's enough digging into my private life for the day.
There has to be a reason, right? Wait, that was the last bit?
Hey, Mizuki. Aren't you forgetting something?
Wait, about Dahlia Boat. We didn't get into that.
Huh? Was it?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm your superior. You should be more respectful when talking to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Sir, yes, sir. Aye, aye, sir. I'll be careful, boss lady.
Teenagers.
So, what are you going to do now, Mizuki?
I think I'm gonna head to the stadium. There might be some leads that only I can find.
Sounds good. But, as I said before, don't push yourself too hard.
Yeah.
Respectful.
Roger that, Sergeant.
Sheesh.
What about Dahlia
Boat? Huh? But what does that get us exactly?
Not much.
I searched every database I have access to. I did not find anything that connects that name with terror.
Is there anyone with that name?
There's gotta be some kind of hidden meaning.
Yeah.
Ryuki would know.
It can't be as simple as a name.
You can't assume that, Mizuki.
Yeah.
I checked the sync log this morning and something is definitely off. We know Ryuki isn't mentally stable right now. A person's memory can be wrong at times, especially after trauma or mental disturbance.
So we can't assume anything we got from Ryuki is the truth?
Boss is correct. There is no guarantee that what is experienced in Somnium is exactly what that person saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it isn't completely random either. The person being synced had to have experienced something that made their Somnium that way.
Yeah.
True, but...
Listen, it's just best that you don't put too much stock into what Ryuki says right
now. Fair enough, but I kind of experienced it all.
Why do you ask? Isn't it obvious what I'm looking at?
Introduce.
I'm Mizuki Date, formerly Okiura. I'm a senior at Sekiba High. I'm 18. I run a company and I'm a sinker at Abyss. Recently, I've been worried that my lifestyle is making my skin break out and I'm putting on weight. And since I run into so many low-life criminals, it's really been affecting me.
You seem tired. Don't push yourself too hard.
Okay. Who's that?
Who is this cutie? Her cuteness is gonna make my eyes pop out of their sockets.
Your eye is already popped out.
No one ever compliments me, so I had to do it myself.
Aw, you're cute. It's okay.
But in all seriousness, I might just be the prettiest girl on the planet.
Wow, you've grown to be a little bit of a narcissist, huh?
Why is it I can't seem to find any decent men?
Oh, you actually, oh.
Because you've rejected every man that's come close to you?
Really?
Because they're all pushy basic bros.
Oh. What about Shoma? What's ever happened with them, huh?
That's enough, Aiba. You can close it.
Okay, I guess, I'll play for a little longer, but... Yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to make this too long of a stream. Ah, she's on a moped? Okay. Whee! I guess she isn't old enough to drive. But, well, Aiba can drive for her, can't she? They move the body? Yeah.
The body's been taken away.
Of course. The winter cold may help, but the body would still naturally decompose if left unattended.
Yeah.
They also needed to perform an autopsy.
I just wish I could have examined it a little more.
Why not use my function?
What function?
Oh, yeah.
This is not your first crime scene. You have done this many times before.
Oh, that!
Indeed.
Aiba, please do your thing.
At once.
Right, and this will be the first time that Aiba and Mizuki have done this, so this will be interesting.
I am replaying the scene from when the body was found. I have scanned from edge to edge for this recreation.
I really can't get used to this. It's like going back in time. But I thought I remembered officers being around.
Oh, right. This would be our first time seeing the scene this way. When creating a VR space for an investigation, irrelevant information is not replicated.
Fair enough.
Got it.
Now, let us begin. The point I am most curious about is
how the body was carried over there.
As I previously stated, no footprints were found at the scene. Let us focus our investigation on that fact first.
Okay. Well, okay. So, there's no real roof. So, there's not enough... I guess they couldn't have just brought it down slowly. What about the halfway line? Okay, nothing important about it. Yeah. Okay. What's that thing supposed to be?
Hey, Aiba. How far is it from the corner of the seats to the middle of the center circle?
Approximately 190 to 220 feet.
Could the body have been thrown from the bleachers?
Oh, I doubt it.
Pardon?
That would explain how the body got there with no footprints.
Hold on. There is so much wrong with that.
Yeah.
What do you mean? The record for the hammer throw is 284 feet.
But this is a body.
The hammer is 16 pounds. The body in question is indeed cut in half, but it still must weigh more than that.
And it is very delicate. It looks like it was very delicately placed. There's no way it was thrown there.
Maybe they used a catapult.
So that is completely impossible. The state of the body excludes that possibility.
Okay. Soccer goal. What's over here? It's a display board showing lap times. Okay.
What's this? Hey, look at the halfway line. It's hard to tell because of the white chalk, but...
I see slight grooves in the ground with the X-ray mode.
Oh.
Is this a tire tread?
What? Shoma's robot?
A bike, maybe.
If that were the case, we would see evidence of 2 overlapping tire treads. But there is only the one.
So, something with one wheel. This tire track. It looks familiar.
Yeah, and it comes from that direction. Does it look like it clearly turns around at one spot? Small object.
There's something in the grass.
I don't see anything.
It appears to be a screw.
The grass was so long you couldn't see it with the naked eye.
So, Shoma's robot. And the fact that she recognizes the tracking. That's interesting.
His bone structure is standard. Nothing has been done to his face, nor his body.
So you're saying
there is no evidence of plastic surgery.
It's Jin for sure.
Okay. Any other modes? Yeah. Oh. Humid area?
The temperature is a little lower here. It's like something spilled.
Oil, probably.
This is related to specific heat capacity.
What's that?
Basically, it is how easily something heats up or cools down. Something that heats up and cools down easily has a low specific heat capacity.
So I have a low specific heat capacity.
You have the opposite. Anyway, as you can see, the melted snow has caused water to begin to pool. However, whatever liquid spilled here has a lower specific heat capacity than water, so you perceive it as being colder.
Any idea on what it could be?
Analysis complete. It is an oil used for lubricating machines.
Interesting. Shoma's robot.
Machine oil, huh?
How's Shoma doing nowadays? In the future, huh? Anything else to examine here?
Every time I see this, it hits me that this is really Jin Furue.
Yeah.
It's crazy that the other half of his body was found 6 years later.
The cause of death was the body becoming severed in 2. He was cut at a molecular level, identical to the right half that was found 6 years ago. The culprit is most likely terror.
And no other damage to the body besides being cut in half, right?
None.
Nothing like falling from a great height?
Well, there was the damage on the other side of his head.
Impossible. If that had happened, there would be signs of impact damage to the body.
So it was slowly placed down, like I was thinking, by the robot. Interesting. Why is Shoma...
That should complete the investigation.
I suppose it's possible Shoma sold his robot. Maybe.
Using the evidence we found, we can replay Terror's actions.
How did Terror move the body to where it was found? That's what we need to figure out.
Let us begin.
We're doing this
How
again.
was the body carried without leaving footprints?
We should consider how exactly it was carried.
How the corpse ended up where it did.
Yes.
Over soccer field. Yeah, I guess. Right?
There was no additional damage to the body. If it was dropped from above or thrown from somewhere, that wouldn't be the case.
Exactly.
Correct. Now consider the lack of footprints.
There were no footprints. But we did find other prints, right?
What specifically?
Tire prints. Oh, come on. Do I need to, no? Okay.
Right here, on the halfway line. You see the tire track?
Something with one wheel was used to carry the body.
Something with just one wheel made this track.
What was it?
A robot.
I think it was a robot.
Yep.
The screw we found in the grass. And the machine oil?
Why a screw would come off a robot, though? That doesn't just happen.
You have to think they're connected.
Perhaps a one-wheeled robot, but we cannot conclude that it was a robot based on this evidence alone.
I guess not. Those tire marks looked familiar.
So you've seen it before. She's flying with a
Let us
copter!
imagine it was a mono-wheel robot, and it carried the body along the halfway line.
Yeah.
Let us begin recording.
Huh? Recording?
Okay, Miss Star in the Making.
Oh, she's doing it too.
I am the director/cameraman, Aiba Kurosawa.
Why do you all want to do this?
Kurosawa?
You don't know Kurosawa?
No.
Oh, right! That guy.
I am going to start rolling soon, so please show me your best acting.
Kurosawa, is that one of the people who made the game or something?
Hold on. I don't even know what this is.
No talking back to your director. You're an actress.
I'm a police officer.
That is basically the same thing. For both jobs, you need to show some skin.
What? No.
Neither job requires showing skin.
Yeah, neither of them really.
Enough worrying about the little details. You simply need to play the part of terror.
Okay, whatever.
Why?
Let us begin. Ready? Action!
Okay, how's this gonna go?
My name is Terror. 'Twas I who cut Jin in half.
Oh my.
Now I shall carry this corpse to the center of the pitch.
Oh, this is some superb acting.
Not really.
So, how are you going to accomplish that?
Using this.
Ah, they actually, yep, it looks exactly the same.
I'll use this robot remotely and... This is hard.
Okay, maybe that's why a thing would fall off. And why well, where would the oil
Things look dicey there,
come
but
from?
I got it back.
Okay.
I did it.
Cut! Wonderful. Great acting.
Okay.
I especially liked the performance of your eyes. You have the eyes of someone who has actually killed a man before.
Can you not say that, please? Anyway, this robot.
Is it wearing an apron? Did it wear an apron in the past, or is that new?
Aiba, you were thinking the same thing, huh?
Yes, I saw it before as well.
Shoma's one-wheeled robot.
I don't remember wearing that before. I could be wrong.
Do you recall the grooves on that tire?
But it just can't be. Shoma can't be Terror.
Why not?
Despite the circumstances, the possibility is not zero.
He was just a kid, and Terror killed his father. I really don't think it's him, but he's somehow connected. I don't know why.
No way.
The best thing to do is confirm with him directly.
Where is Shoma?
Unknown.
Really?
I cannot locate his GPS signal.
Okay, so he's still alive at least. That's good.
His smartphone is either off or somewhere with no reception.
So sending a Nile message is pointless too. Guess we have no choice but to look for him. Where could Shoma be?
Naturally, we should head to the Enda residence.
Ah, we're gonna see Shoma.
There is also a high likelihood of him being at Ramen or Matsushita Diner.
I think I've seen him testing his robot at Yoyagi Park too.
Oh, we're gonna start seeing characters and like aged up a
While
bit.
not directly related to Shoma, there are records of Jin Furue being hospitalized at Central Hospital.
Maybe we can ask about Jin too.
So was he well, I guess Maybe he was hospitalized for trauma.
We should also head to Sekiba High.
That's where the second body in the HB case was found.
Where should we go first?
Oh, I kind of want to keep going. Just a little bit. I'll check a few places, but I can't keep going for too much longer. It's getting late. Zoom. Oh.
Looks like Shoma isn't here.
Wow, it looks like it hasn't changed after 6 years.
Hey, Mizuki.
What? Why?
What are you doing in the kotatsu?
Kotatsus are perfect on a cold day. They make you really sleepy.
You do realize this is breaking and entering.
It's fine. When I was here before, Shoma said I could just come in any time.
Oh, so you become good friends, or well, friends, or anything else?
I believe that kind of sentimentality has worn off in the modern age. Anyway, let us search.
Yeah, let's look for oranges.
No, the one-wheeled robot. We need to check if it was Shoma's robot that carried the corpse.
I finally found it!
Nope.
That must be the one-wheeled robot we were looking for!
It's on 2 legs.
It has 2 legs.
Hey, my name is Pennypen. Nice to meet you.
Oh, you talk.
This thing talks?
Strange name, too.
Yeah.
Could
X-ray.
it be hidden in here?
No.
It wouldn't fit.
I already know where it probably is, but I want to look around.
Alright, question time. A lion is tied up on a 10-foot chain. What is the area of grass the lion would eat?
What?
Let me think. Approximately 314 square feet.
Oh, okay.
The correct answer is 0 square feet. Lions don't eat grass.
But Lien eats grass sometimes.
What kind of little kid logic is that?
That was funny.
Hey, perv, don't look!
Who are you talking to? You're the one who peeked.
That was funny. TV thing.
Oh, it's a picture of Mizuki.
Oh.
You?
That's so mean.
There's a picture of Ame no Uzume on display.
It's said that she danced with her bare breasts swinging about to entrance Amaterasu.
Aiba, you should try it.
Ah?
Why would I do that?
No. I guess you don't have a whole lot to swing.
Oh, that's so mean.
You don't either.
It's Adda-Rooster!
Yay!
He's the manager at the fried chicken shop that Adda works at.
Ah.
That is a peculiar situation.
It is. Yeah. Rolling fan. Okay, I guess that's the, yeah, it has to be in there. Come on.
No one-wheeled robot in here.
Oh! It's, huh.
It was in here before.
Interesting.
We couldn't find the robot anywhere.
Is he gonna show up?
And no other leads.
Yeah, no oranges either.
Who cares about the oranges?
Come on, someone show up.
In any case, we have no time to waste.
I want to see someone from 6 years ago older.
Let's head elsewhere.
But it's so cold outside.
You're the one who picked that outfit. Let's get going. Any day now.
Okay. Just a little more. Yoyagi Park. Anyone here? Oh, someone over there, I think?
Looks like Shoma isn't here.
Is that Lien?
Right.
Huh? Isn't that...
Looks like Lien with someone else.
Kizuna and Lien.
It's Kizuna! Kizuna!
They might know where Shoma is. Let's go!
Oh no, what's their situation now? What?
Hi, you two.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Kizuna, what? You okay?
Big sis.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Mizuki.
About the wheelchair.
Huh? What is it, Big Sis? Well, Oh, the wheelchair? You do not have to worry. I am used to it by now.
Oh.
As you know, the injury I received to my spine 6 years ago caused my legs to stop working.
Well, I mean, at least you're alive, but... Oh.
I have been in a wheelchair ever since. I will not be able to dance anymore, like I used to. Dancing was the one thing that freed my heart. No more.
Man. This makes me kind of wish I paid more attention to her dancing instead of the song. Oh, this is heartbreaking.
But it would be inappropriate of me to complain. I was caught in an explosion, and yet I survived. It is a miracle that I am still alive. To not appreciate that fact would be a sin.
Oh, well, I mean...
Kizzy.
About 6 years ago.
6 years ago. Big Sis.
Yep. I lost my left eye in the explosion. But I don't even worry about it anymore. I got a good partner.
Indeed.
Do they know about Aiba?
Oh, is that a false eye?
Oh, I guess not.
Yeah, something like that. If anything, things have been even more lively for me.
You're damn right.
Oh, quiet.
Aww.
Aww.
Lively, I see.
About the fountain.
Oh, I was just remembering about Big Sis.
Your other big
Not
sis.
referring to you, of course, but...
Yeah?
Oh, the one you lived with from 9 to 15, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I used to come here with her often. I think it was summer, when I was 10 years old. I accidentally got my clothes dirty. It was my father's favorite imported outfit. I was scared that I was going to get scolded harshly by my father. I tried so hard to come up with a lie. Who could I blame? And as I was thinking, she pushed me into the fountain.
She what?
I was shocked, but then she jumped in after me. Let's do some laundry, she said.
Oh, like washing your clothes by playing in the water.
Yes, but she had another reason. As we splashed water on each other, I remember her saying, when you're feeling down, you should clean your heart. It was not only my clothes that needed cleaning, but also my heart. I was trying to find an excuse, or come up with a lie that would have been caught right away. But she, well, instead of coming up with a lie, she turned it into the truth. She even went beyond that and made it into something fun. It is not good to worry about things, to come up with lies. That was what she was trying to say, I am sure. We went home together, soaking wet and laughing. Father laughed with us. I was just lost in that memory.
That is very sweet. What are you doing here?
Oh, nothing in particular. I am just not feeling well today. And Lien was nice enough to invite me outside to get some fresh air.
I thought Kizzy was feeling a little down. So I called her, and sure enough, I told her, let's go to your favorite place.
You really understand her well, don't you? Are you spying on her with a wiretap or something?
No, don't be ridiculous. It's true that maybe I've stolen some things in the past, but I've never stolen someone's privacy.
Well... You still love Kizzy?
Of course! My feelings haven't changed a bit.
I'm a little worried about that. I mean, you're dedicated, and as long as things are going well for you guys, I guess it's fine. It's all up to Kizuna, but still, I don't know.
If anything, they've gotten stronger. When I'm with Kizzy, my heart soars. It soars so high, I feel like I can burst through the stratosphere and beyond the galaxy. It's my dream to fly. I remember telling you. So it's like my dream comes true whenever I see Kizzy.
Wow. To be honest, you don't seem like the kind of guy who's into commitment.
I am. And as more proof, I'm working as a locksmith.
How long have you been working? I'm assuming not too long after the incident, maybe?
Kizzy said she doesn't like an unemployed man after all.
Yeah.
I want to make enough money to be able to support her. Sorry, I don't want to talk about it.
Fair enough. What are you doing here?
You can't tell?
I'm asking because I can't tell.
A young girl and a guy walking in a park together.
Multi-level marketing scheme?
It's a date!
Oh, this was a date?
Well, he thought so, apparently.
Well, I guess it's not that formal. We just came here for a change of pace, for Kizzy. This is our favorite spot, you know? We've been on a ton of dates here. It's practically our second home. Just a nice, relaxing spot for both of us.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. She doesn't seem infatuated with him at all or anything. She seems to just be going along with things. But I'm a little worried that she might just accept his feelings and start dating him or marry him because of her situation. I don't know. You know where Shoma is?
I'm sorry. I don't know. Damn.
You know where Shoma is?
No, I haven't seen him. What happened?
It's nothing. You don't need to worry about it. I need to head home soon.
Let's see. Lien and Shoma became friends after the incident 6 years ago. Mizuki was the one who put them together. Shoma lost his father... Right, his father 6 years ago. Mizuki thought it would be a good idea to introduce Lien to Shoma. Hold on, I'm missing something. Lien and Shoma became friends after the incident. Shoma lost his father. Mizuki thought it would be a good idea to cheer him up. Nowadays, they are almost like brothers, though it's hard to tell who the older one and who the... Really? I would not expect that. Seriously? I mean, Shoma was so young, and... Okay. I guess it worked out. That's pretty wholesome.
Huh? Already? We just got here.
I remembered that I have to do something.
Yeah?
Kizzy, what's wrong? Why do you ask? It seems like you're worked up about something. I believe you are mistaken. Oh.
Wait. Is it my fault?
What?
Do you not like being with me? Do you not like being seen with me?
Well, he's actually asking, so...
Well, is that not how you feel about me?
What?
What do you mean?
I am sure you know what I mean.
No, I don't. What are you saying?
Oh.
Mizuki, you were right. Kizuna is acting strange. Why not wink sync with her?
Well, this is gonna be interesting. Can I... Okay. What are you thinking? Oh, cool! Woo!
I know. Lien, you're only with me because...
Oh.
You feel guilty.
Oh, no.
Your supposed feelings for me are just a farce.
I see where this is headed. And... honestly... I mean... it might be good. It probably would be good for her to know that it's not just a farce. It's not just because he feels guilty.
In truth, you feel nothing but guilt inside. Guilt for what happened 6 years ago. Needless to say, you did nothing wrong, Lien. But that is not how you see it. You believe it is your fault for how I ended up. That is why you stayed by my side.
I don't think that's it. I
am just a burden.
Oh, Kizzy.
Please, just leave me.
Oh, that breaks my heart.
I do not want to be the reason you ruined your life.
Ruined? He's working now. He's doing good. He seems fine.
Kizzy.
She is assuming Lien's feelings come from a place of pity. What is it?
Can I wink sync into Lien too?
Consecutively? The battery usage is quite high. I could use a recharge. I have low power.
Come on, you can spare it.
Don't treat me like your allowance.
Can you please? I want to know Lien's true feelings.
Yeah.
I suppose. I will make an exception and use the emergency backup battery.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Kizzy, I couldn't save you. I couldn't protect you. And because of that, you're... But that doesn't change how I feel about you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I don't care about appearances. I don't care what happens. You and I, forever. Forever. Eternally.
Okay. I'm probably gonna have to accept it, but really, my main problem with this, I have to say, with Lien and Kizuna, is how it started. And how Kizuna, up to this point, we haven't seen any indication that she feels the same way for him. But maybe, I don't know, maybe deep down she does, and the only reason she doesn't do anything or say anything about it is because she feels like he's doing it because he feels guilty. That is pretty romantic, given the circumstances, I guess, but it's just how this started and how it went up to this point that I'm not a fan of, but I can accept it. He's working now. He's doing his best. He's just a bit of a goofball, and he seems really committed. So, okay.
They really do care about each other.
Well, again, at least from my point of view, nothing that Kizuna said really shows that she cares about him in that way. It shows that she's doubtful about his feelings over the past 6 years because of that. But I can see how you'd get that mixed up, Mizuki.
We need to tell them about how the other really feels.
How? Hey, I just read both your minds, and guess what?
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Is that what you want to say? Not to mention, it is tactless to wedge yourself into other people's romances.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I get the feeling, Mizuki, but it might not be the best place for us.
This needs to be solved between them.
Iva, how old are you now?
I am turning 12 this year.
So that's like 65 in human years.
What?
I'm not a dog.
But isn't like a year 7 dog years? 12. But 12 years times 7, that's 84, not 65. What?
Anyway, I need to be going.
Or is it 5 years? Even then, that doesn't make any sense.
Lien, thank you for today. But please, You do not need to care about me anymore.
But... Kizzy...
There she goes.
Unfortunate, but we are not relationship therapists. We have another job to do.
Find Shoma.
Dang it. Okay. Just a little longer. I keep saying that, but I should end soon. Ramen. You hear, Shoma? Again. Hey!
Oh, Mame?
Mame. You don't look that different. Hey.
Mizuki, what are you doing here?
You okay?
Have you seen Shoma?
No, I haven't seen him here.
What about you, Guinea?
Haven't seen him recently.
I see.
Let's see. Gen knows about Shoma. Before the incident 6 years ago, Shoma frequented this place. His father must have brought him here. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Yeah, this seems like... I don't know.
I guess you might say there's an elephant in the room.
Wow, that was remarkably unfunny.
Yeah, okay, so... I don't know. A part of me feels like she's upset about something that's, I don't know, not that bad. Maybe it was like last time, except, well, she's not good with... She needs money, and she lost a ton of money, but... You okay?
I'm not feeling well, but I'm just tired. Don't worry.
You should go home and rest.
That's what I said.
Thank you for your concern, but I'd rather rest here. I don't want to be alone.
Alone, huh? Is something bothering you?
Yeah, a little bit. Have you heard about the disappearances that have been happening lately?
Again?
I know it's just a rumor, but people going missing after watching a ViewCube video.
Yeah, that was a thing.
It's the same as the urban legend from 6 years ago.
But it's different this time.
How so?
I think it's actually happening.
I was able to find the video. Do you want to watch it?
Not right now. Now's not the time.
Yeah.
I'm getting a feeling that this is connected to something bigger.
Something bigger? Like what?
Nirvana Initiative.
What?
It's just something I saw online. Some kind of terrorist attack or something being planned.
Yeah, I can see how that would bother you.
What do you think, Aiba?
There are rumors to that effect, but nothing concrete. I do not have enough data to make a determination yet.
Anyway, that's what's got me scared.
Yeah.
It's kinda creepy.
Yeah. Why are you here?
Well, because...
I guess I didn't need to ask. You come here a lot, Mame.
Yeah. It's calming being here.
I would have preferred you said you liked the food.
Of course I like the food too. But I like the atmosphere. And how you fit right in, Genny. It's really calming. It's my favorite place.
Aww.
Come to think of it, you come here to quiz me an awful lot. And sometimes you leave without even eating anything.
Well, you're the only one that likes my quizzes, Genny.
Aww.
When I ask Mizuki, she gets this look on her face.
Why do you not like quizzes?
Mame's questions are really niche.
Do they bother you, Genny?
As long as it doesn't get in the way of work, I don't mind.
It's nice seeing you two together. You're almost like father and daughter.
I guess Amame is like my daughter.
But that we never really figured out if she has a connection to Tokiko and, like, were they her parents? Maybe Mame has a father complex.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, it just reminded me of my dad.
Okay, can we get information on that?
Right, your parents.
Your parents?
They divorced when I was little, so I've been separated from my dad.
Uh-huh.
I really liked him, so I was really sad.
You really like your dad, huh?
Who is your dad? I would be okay at this point. I'd be surprised if it was Chikara, and that she. Okay.
Yeah, he's the best.
Okay. So, I don't know. I just don't know. Well, Tokiko and Chikara were never married, so maybe that ruins my theory. I don't even know. You know where Shoma is?
No. Why do you ask?
I wanted to ask him something.
Did something happen?
Yeah.
I saw on the news that a corpse was found at the stadium.
Oh, you guys don't know the full story, huh?
Something related to that?
Actually, yeah.
I don't think we can go into detail about it. I'm sorry. I'll come here to you too.
Yeah, please do. You haven't been in a while.
Sorry, I've been busy with work. Mame has been inviting me, but actually, you were the one who introduced me to this place, right, Mame?
Yeah.
Was it 6 years ago? I remember when I ate Genny's food for the first time, I was shocked by how good it was. It was the first time I felt that way since eating Ota's food.
What happened to you? What? Is that what you look like now? Ota? Yikes. Not sure I'm a fan of the hairdo.
Mizuki, don't talk about Ota here.
Why not?
He's a rival.
He's a rival. You know where Shota is?
Sorry, I haven't the slightest idea. He hasn't been here, and I haven't talked to him at all. How is he related to the incident at the stadium?
It's confidential. I can't tell you that.
Yeah. Where were you last night?
Last night?
Yeah.
I was here last night. The only person I saw was a drunk, passed out Ryuki. What were you doing leaving your place unattended?
I think that was when I went to the convenience store to get some miso. I have tons of regulars. Sometimes I have them watch the place for me.
Oh.
I see. Ryuki was saying something about traveling to the mirror world, so I thought something happened.
Sounds like something a drunkard would say to me. The customer next to Ryuki was saying some weird things too. When that king over there awakens, I'm going to disappear like a candle. I'm not real, I'm just something that shows up in the king's dream.
What?
That sounds like a reference to Through the Looking Glass and What Alice Found There by Lewis Carroll. The story deals with themes of not being able to tell reality from illusion, mirror worlds and the like.
The customer ran off spouting that gibberish. I had to run after him to get him to pay for the food.
I thought you said you trusted your customers.
That guy wasn't a regular. When I grabbed him and got back, Ryuki was gone.
Huh. I thought you said you went to go buy miso.
Oh, that's right. I guess I went to the convenience store before that.
I guess yesterday was pretty hectic, huh?
Yeah.
I'm heading home now.
Mame, you really don't look too good. Want me to take you to the hospital?
It's okay. I just need some rest.
Amame, you can rest in the back if you want.
Yeah. I might do just that.
Mame, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Guess we'll take her word for it.
Mizuki, we're in the middle of an investigation. We should leave this to Gen.
Okay. Genny, please take care of Mame.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, I'm glad you survived events 6 years ago, but now it's sort of starting up again, so I'm a little worried we'll be getting more victims. Whoa!
I haven't seen him.
Whoa! Both of you really changed.
What about you, Ota?
No, I haven't seen him either. Shoma always comes in alone, and he usually leaves without saying anything.
I see.
Do you think Shoma saw that video too?
If he did, it wouldn't be good.
Well, you've changed quite a bit.
Video?
Well, personality-wise, too, I mean. Yeah, the video again. Ota knows Shoma too. Iris introduced them to each other. Okay. Oh, are we gonna do the cat thing?
Oh, I get it.
That's just become a thing around here.
If you meow at a lucky cat statue, happiness will come your way. It sure helped me be happy.
Yay! Okay. Probably not much else to...
I am much bigger.
You mean your attitude?
No. Mizuki, look. A round chair.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably nothing else. I
Tessa, maybe if you wanted to change the overhead lights.
Again.
Why would I want to do that?
Okay, so you're still that way. Okay. It'll be interesting to see Nico B react to this. You've matured.
Thank you. You're a super popular internet idol at Lemniscate.
Oh, you've gotten popular, huh?
Oh no, I'm not really that big a deal. Not to mention there's a ton of new talent.
Yeah?
If I take my eyes off my dream for even 1 second, they'll pass me by. It's pretty cool that you haven't let fame get to you. And you're still serious about chasing your dream, Iris.
Oh.
Well, things are different now. I'm not a teenager. I can't rely on my youth or make cringy comments anymore.
Cringy comments, yeah.
I need to work hard and prepare for the winter. Like the ant and the grasshopper. I've got to leave my mark on the net world. I really want to chug jug with you.
Oh no! Is that Fortnite? Is that a Fortnite reference? No.
I would classify that as cringe.
Yes, same.
Don't worry, Iris. It's part of your charm.
Yeah, well, it is, but still. Aha! Wink sync! Save! Wait, no, wait, wink sync first, I forgot.
Eggplant, eggplant, I love eggplant.
What?
I love eggplant. Mapo, Mapo, I love Mapo tofu.
That was random. Why eggplant? What, do you like eggplant parmesan? That's pretty good, but... What?
Iba, please do your thing.
About the incident from 6 years ago?
6 years ago? From Divida?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you remember? That's not something I can just forget.
Yeah.
I saw half a body appear out of nowhere. I saw it explode, and why are you asking me about it now? Well, here's the thing.
Can I tell him? What? Okay, what if the other half of the body showed up?
It must have teleported. It got stuck in another dimension, and half the body got sucked in. The body got sliced in half, then time traveled 6 years to now.
You still think that?
Jeez, bodies cut in half, blowing up, showing up out of nowhere? How do you explain it if it's not paranormal?
Well, we've come across several explanations for specific bits.
If I may, the questions of how the body appeared and how it detonated were answered by subsequent investigation.
Yeah.
The carbon nanotubes and a thermite reaction.
Yeah.
Right, but that doesn't explain how the other half of the body showed up.
Yeah.
That strange occurrence can't be explained by science alone. What I think happened is something like the Bermuda Triangle manifested here.
I don't know. If that were the case, we'd be seeing more cases like that. You don't... Wow, you're 30 years old now. You don't look 30.
You think so? I have been making some progress lately.
What kind of progress?
I've gained a lot of life experience. I'm a refined adult now.
What kind of life experience?
I don't know about experience, but you did change up your look. If there was a contest for adults who don't look or act their age, you'd do well.
Yeah, you kind of look like you're in your 20s, not your 30s.
So you're saying I look really young? That's a compliment.
Young? Don't you mean more like childish?
Yeah.
Oh, stop, Tessa, you're embarrassing me. She means that I'm as cute and pure as a child in the prime of their youth.
What's this? You're lucky your team gives you blah blah blah. Interesting. Oh, that must be an advertisement in the chat. I don't know, whatever.
I don't think that's what she meant.
Yeah.
I suppose his positive thinking is what allows him to retain his youth.
Probably. It always does seem to be pretty positive. You still a fan?
Of course. I'm still Tessa's #1 fan, after all. It's my duty to support her. I name search her on Twitter and defend her to anyone talking trash. I even use multiple accounts so she can rise to the top of trending. I am devoted, day and night.
Dude, 6 years.
Thank you for everything you do, Ota. Iris, you really shouldn't be adding more fuel to the fire here.
Yeah, really. Okay, maybe she does know what she's doing.
Hot Pot Tessa!
Shipping!
Freight Crate Tessa!
Airplanes!
Hide Flight Tessa!
It's the brand new star of the net world, Tessa, also known as ASAT. You bet!
Well, at this point, you're not brand new, though. You're not gonna cut your hair?
I've been busy. I haven't had a chance to cut it.
You're really busy, huh? Want me to cut it? Snip, 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 snip. How long is this gonna take?
Really? You'll cut my hair? Well, I think I'll save that experience for later. I want to grow it out longer so I have as much haircut time with Tessa as humanly possible.
But that wouldn't really change much. If you're gonna cut it down, that's not gonna change how long it's gonna take.
Longer hair does not take longer to cut.
Exactly, it's just a bigger mess.
Ota, if you're gonna head this restaurant, you should care more about how you look.
I mean, it doesn't look bad. I'm just not a fan.
Hey, that's actually what Gen from Brahmin said too. But it's not like spending more time on my appearance is gonna make my food taste better.
True.
Besides, I get plenty of customers.
Fair enough. This place is poppin'.
Well, yeah, with my cooking skills, that's to be expected. I think history will call me the chef blessed by the culinary gods.
Doubt that.
Okay, but the only customer here is Iris, though.
Because I'm on break. Didn't you see the sign? During regular business hours, I don't have time for breaks.
Ota is not exactly exaggerating. Matsushita Diner offers affordable, tasty food. Queues often form out the door.
Man, he's a hard-working man now. Good for you.
So it actually gets pretty crowded, huh?
Yeah, and I welcome the challenge. I don't want to lose to Gen.
Why are you two competing anyway?
A nice, healthy rivalry.
He talks about me like some kind of mortal enemy or something. I hear him talking trash about me. He says I'm not dedicated to my cooking, not determined to be the best. But I want to prove to him that I'm better, and I do it my way. Just you watch. I'm gonna make Matsushita Diner super popular.
Yeah, you go, Oda. You go.
I'll have 3 Michelin stars one day.
Oh my. Oh, wink sink. Probably don't need to save, it's fine.
Eggplant, eggplant, I love eggplant.
Wow, you've gotten thin. And why are...
I love eggplant.
What?
Mapo, Mapo, I love Mapo tofu.
Why are they thinking of the same thing? What? About the video.
Mizuki, do you know about the video uploaded to ViewCube?
No.
Mame told me there was some rumor about a video making people vanish after they watch it.
That's the one. Do you think Shoma saw that video too?
Well, I don't know.
He could have.
Because it was Shoma who solved the BATS 490 code 6 years ago.
True.
Is there a code hidden in the new video too?
Yeah, a much tougher one than the last.
Oh.
I've been trying to figure it out, but I've got nothing.
Did you ever figure out BATS 490 yourself?
I've been thinking about how and why exactly the people who watch the video end up missing.
My guess is the people who solve it end up mind-controlled.
I don't know.
Like Project Bluebeam or MK Ultra.
Oh no, is that more stuff? I have to end soon.
Ota, you know about the video, right? I hope Shoma is okay. Anyway, don't watch that video again. Consider it an order from the president of Lemniscape. If those rumors are true, it could be dangerous. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, I guess I am sort of her boss,
I think
so...
she really understands.
I do not believe there is any point in asking.
What's Project
It's a
Bluebeam?
project by NASA that projects lasers and holograms into the atmosphere.
Uh-huh.
They say it's for investigating the atmosphere and ionosphere, but in reality, it's a scheme to take over the world. The idea is they can project images of aliens, UFOs, God, anything they want. It tricks the people of Earth into thinking the planet is being invaded or something.
What's the point of that?
That way, they can unite the world under the false pretense of fighting back against a foreign threat.
Okay, but still, they'd have to make it believable. Have to have an actual target to attack, something strong enough that not one country can take on. I don't know.
It gets the people of the world to abandon their allegiances to religion or any one nation, and instead unify under a new world order. So this video is kind of the same idea. Project an image into your mind that makes you think a certain way.
Okay. What about the other one?
MK Ultra is the code name for a top secret project that the CIA was running that tested different kinds of mind control.
Yeah?
Their so-called experiments were inhumane, even torturous, all to try to prove mind control exists. They forced unsuspecting patients to take LSD, did electroshock therapy, hypnosis, and the results of their experiments were all destroyed. So no one knows anything for sure.
Okay. Well, I think that's about everything here.
Iva, can you show me the video?
Oh, we're gonna see the video. Here we go.
I have already found it. It is posted to ViewCube under the name Nirvana Trial.
Oh! Wait. Didn't we see this already?
Nirvana. Can you play it?
At once.
The Nirvana trial. Yeah, this looks kind of familiar. I don't know. This doesn't look new to me. Oh, if this gets some sort of reaction out of Mizuki, similar to Ryuki, I'm not gonna know what's going on. I'm gonna lose it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it might be very slightly different, but it looks like the video we saw on Ryuki's side.
I didn't get anything from that.
Okay, so Ryuki didn't react to it the way... I mean, Mizuki didn't react to the way Ryuki does.
But there is a high likelihood that this is related to the HB case. Did you notice the similarities?
The code that Shoma decoded, BATS 490, and the QR video.
Yes. The video from 6 years ago linked to Jin Furue from our investigation.
It can't just be a coincidence. The rumors about the missing people must have something to do with the HB case for sure.
Yes. We do not know for certain if Shoma saw the Nirvana trial video, but it is all the more reason to find him as soon as possible.
Hey, Mizuki, are you okay?
Huh? Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, do they know about Aiba?
You were pretty spaced out there for a while.
I'm fine. I'm gonna head out and look for Shoma. Let me know if you find anything.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna end it here for tonight. Man, that was a lot. I wasn't really expecting it to go down that way. I was kind of expecting that... I was kind of expecting that we'd go down Ryuki's side and then at some point, like down there, change over to Mizuki. But Mizuki, after hearing everything that Ryuki tells her based on what we just experienced. No, this is a bit different. It's instead all the only real information we get out of Ryuki is that name, and that's it. So, wasn't expecting that. But well, either way, thank you so much for watching. I don't know when I'll stream again. I'll try to stream again Sometime soon, probably this weekend. I'll definitely want to stream 2, maybe 3 more times before I go on that trip. But yeah. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.